You know, serious.
If I was able to get
Hey Vivian, Stevie, how are you doing today? Oh, see my sweetheart, so spice it up. How are you doing? Hi Vivian, hi. Guys, I slept so well that I forgot I was supposed to do this 2 hours ago, but I said, whatever, I'm still going to come up. It's been a long time. I did a sit down video. It's been a long time. I did an actual video. I've been pretty busy, and a lot has happened within the um, the 2 weeks gap that I haven't really been doing videos. So I decided to come in today to interact with my folks and my beautiful faces. Thank you guys for joining me. Please, if you have a community tab, kindly share so that others can come in. This is starting off as a stream for, let me even see what I'm streaming again. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's coming up as mail, no stopping mail, but I have other things to discuss as we go. And I want to first of all appreciate each and every one of you. Every one of you. You guys are amazing. I want to also especially thank all of you that stood in, and then defended me and stood in to, will I say, yeah, they spoke out, they spoke their truth about me and my person, in as much as we've only known ourselves on YouTube. That alone made me, it's like I went home with $1 million after the live stream of 2 weeks ago, where a lot of people talked about what they think about me. And I really appreciate that from the depth of my heart. I want to thank all of you that supported me, thank all of you that cheered me on, and thank all of you that defended me, and also thank all of you that were surprised that my name actually came up on discussion. So I can't say thank you less. You guys are amazing. You guys are beautiful people. God bless your souls, every one of you. I truly appreciate. So please, as you come in, kindly give me a thumbs up. Vivian TV, sis, you're doing amazing. God bless your work, and whatever you lay your hands to prosper. Spice it up. You know I love you, Nne. Omalicha, I love you so much. And your channel is what every young folk should get into. Dissect everything you're discussing in your channel to make them understand what relationship, marriage, and what have you, entails. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much for joining me. Josephine Adeniji, thank you so much. My beautiful May fans, thank you all. So we are talking about May today. May came out and made a live stream. I wanted to do a video about this, but time has not been on my side. So she made a video about her YouTube channel, talked about her Facebook channel. The live stream was actually on her Facebook channel. And then she talked about people thinking that she's cashing out with her circumstance, talked about people, making comments, leaving comments while she continues to use her husband's last name, in as much as she claims that the man is giving her, or rather the man's action gave her depression. So I want us to talk about it, and feel free to let me know what your concern and thoughts are in the comment section. But first of all, what I'm going to be talking about today is May as a human being. May is a young woman that got married very early and had her kids, and the children are growing. To God be the glory. Her last is 5, and a beautiful woman for that, at that. And then they got married together, she and her husband, when she was very young. They were both young. You call them, is what Americans will call high school sweethearts, that kind of relationship. And along the line, this your issue happened. It might surprise you of what some young men, that's young Nigerians living in the US. I had the opportunity of meeting three young men yesterday, age within their some one told me that he's in his 40s, the other one just maybe for 40, 41 or 42, and the other one about 38 or thereabout. So I sought for their opinion over yours matter. One is a Yoruba guy, the other two were Igbos. So one told me, see, that the guy Yul did not do anything wrong. If he can offend for both of them and love them equally, I mean, it's his life. Whatever he decides to do with it, that people should stop judging her and rather judging him, my mistake. So I said, are you serious? Because his wife happens to be somebody I know very well, and we are kind of serious family connected kind of. Though we are kind of connected. So I said, I can't believe you're saying that. So what do you think is will be your wife's opinion? He said, whatever my wife's opinion is, but that is your decision. That is yours option, and that is what he went for. I said, okay, that you young men cannot stop you young men cannot stop surprising me. How would you say what he did was okay in this dispensation, and especially living in the US, where you know you can't be able to do that with your wife? He said, well, it works for him. If he can afford it to take care of both of them, so be it. Then some people are of the opinion that y'all said he was forced to marry me. The lot of things have been going on online. I don't want to talk about what I can verify, because I want my channel to be channel that is backed up with facts and not just mere speculation or assumptions of people. Thank you so much, Vivian Okosworth. Thank you, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Linda said he sidelined his wife from the second wife issue and included online in-laws first. My sister, this thing you just said, let me even pin it. Let me pin it. Okay, because what you just said is right on point. When I mean right on point, that is where, if online in-laws, if they are coming from the angle Linda just talked about, I can relate very well. I can understand if they are coming from that angle. You understand? But not to be very judgmental in the sense that, why should May continue to answer yours last name? Why May is cashing out with her circumstance? And then Yul, why did you marry a second wife? You know, the thing is, as I am as an individual, I'm an adult, right? I have responsibilities over anything that happens around me. I am responsible for my actions, for my words, for my deed, before God and before man, and even before the law, which is the regulation the people on earth has put in to guide human beings. So if I'm responsible for my actions, for my words, okay, people should hold me on that, but not to interfere with my personal life and personal choices, because that is me, my choice, my opinion. And when it concerns my personal life and not harm to the society or harm to individuals, people should know where to draw the boundaries. I've said this before. Let me read what Spicy said. She said, but online in-laws are now making the situation worse. That is why I said they should rest in Jesus' name. They are not resting. No. They say they are going to continue to fire prayer and fire on Judy until May gets her husband back. And I don't know the guarantee of that happening. The reason why I said I don't know the guarantee, if there is any chances at all that is going to happen, is because Judy and Yul are constantly producing not videos, right? Will you say movies? Okay, movies together. They are constantly on set What do you think happened after the set? They go home together. If they are shooting in Asaba, for example, they will sleep in the same place. So the contact is so intense that it's not gonna happen soon. Let's just be realistic here. It's not gonna happen soon. Oh my goodness, who is calling me? Men cannot stand. Vivian said men cannot stand it when someone do that to their sisters. Um, it depends. It depends on the my opinion about this whole thing. Huh? What Yul did, okay, he did not go against the tradition because I'm not sure they wedded in the court. So he hasn't really offended the law if they did not go to do a court marriage. So, and traditionally, a man is allowed to marry, as many as you can afford to take care of. But the thing is, the manner in which he got married to this Judy and in which he announced it to his wife, I guess he announced it to his wife maybe first before, maybe he announced to the internet first before the wife. That is the thing that really, if I think about it, I can't just wrap my head around it. It pains me to the bone, to my bones, as if I'm me. Imagine, okay, I have a husband, we have a family, we've been 12 years gone, right? And then suddenly, maybe I went on Facebook, I saw my husband's name on Facebook, and then somebody said he has gone to do a traditional marriage on somebody from Facebook. How do you guys think I will feel, Biko Kenem? How? So I should be jumping up, hey, all is well? No, it's going to hurt so deeply. And that's why the woman says she's depressed. And people don't get that part. She's not depressed because of the name Yul, that name is what is making her depressed. No, she's depressed in the way she got informed that her husband took his second wife. At that initial onset of depression is not something you go in and you're out. It takes a gradual process for you to heal. Thank you so much, the Zaram family. Omalecha, we are so praying for you and our beautiful twins. I missed you this morning because I was on a long conversation with a very dear friend of mine. So I couldn't join you today on your live with the twins. I hope you're doing well. Keep shining, baby. Lydia said again, Spice said, it is horrible thing y'all did. I tell you, if I remember that, every woman that is a married woman should process that, all the time. Whenever you want to talk something, a May is cashing out. How can they say May is cashing out now with her circumstance? Okay, let me say this. May coming out to social media, seeing that online in-laws, right? Internet in-laws, online in-laws have been fighting her war. There is no way she will not chip in. Sometimes some people is social media, Instagram that cheer them up if they are really moody. It's Facebook that make them laugh real loud. When you see some kinds of videos on Facebook, you really laugh out your pain. And before you know it, the day is gone. So she coming out and then trying to like leave is a plus. People should give her that credit. And then again, what is wrong in using the opportunity to put food on her table? If she can monetize all her channels, so be it. The moment she made the announcement on YouTube, I shared that video on my channel. Why did I share that video? So that other people will know and follow her, will know and subscribe to her channel. I've got a lot of comments, people saying, thank you for sharing this. I'm going to subscribe to her channel immediately. It's a good thing because a stranger, like she said in her live stream, has been cashing out, even defrauding people with her name. So she needs to claim those names back. And then people are saying, why should she use Yul Edochie? We are going to get into it. Let me just slow down a little bit and read some comment. Linda said, if he was the man who was correcting his mistakes like he did, like he said, he's doing the first was to settle the main house than to be acting like a high school. Linda, no, what I will say here, When I saw Yul, glorifying himself with a Eukaryon on Obi, I was like, hey, this boy never knows saying in daughter don't enter college. You the guy no realize that his daughter is already in the university, and he's being pouncing around, jubilating when he was being praised that he's bobo, he looked fresh, he's that, he's that. You know, but in another thing I will say, when you see somebody doing that, it could be camouflage. He's using that to make what? Traffic on the internet, to put some green dollars in his bank account. Let me say this here. A dollar to naira, I think, is about 610 naira per dollar, or 600 naira. So imagine if him dancing and cheering himself up that he looked fresh, with 72,000 views watched it. He's going to make money, and he's making money in dollars, no matter what we think about. By the time he converts it, he's becoming a millionaire with his situation. He's one man that realized, now I am now finer than I have ever been. I look more. He glorifies himself a lot. That was not the only video. When he made a video, he said, I look fresh, with a filter, he's looking fresh. He likes to glorify himself. It could be a way of covering up, maxing up real situation, maxing up what could be going on in his heart. There is no way. Okay, he went back to Lagos to his family, right? If the children are like my kids, they will ask him so many questions. So what are you going to tell your kids? Son, I know you've seen a lot of things online. Life is different now. Daddy has fallen in love. He cannot use has fallen in love with another woman. He can't use that. He can't say that daddy fell in love with another woman. No, he can't. Y'all know do well. The way the wife got to know is very bad. That is the angle and that is the most depressing thing that could happen to any woman. And I guess because they're in Nigeria, they can get away with a lot of things. I guess that's why he didn't care about it. May will get away with it. With time, he will heal. And he even said it in one of the videos. I think I made that video. The video he did with Larry Sweat, who was praising him for having another wife. And Larry Sweat talked about his own marriage and all of that. But the question is, Larry Sweat cannot measure up with the men like Pete Edochie, because Pete Edochie made his distinction very clear. In the 80s, okay, he made his mark. He left his imprint. And from the 80s till this time, this guy has been in the media. Larry acts some funny things, weird things that most responsible men will not pick such role. So Larry praising him was like, and what did he reply? He said, no, that May is not going to go, that he's waiting for May to calm down. Because he has studied the society in Nigeria, yeah, May will definitely calm down. Once May calms down, then we can talk about how we can bring the whole family together. And not knowing, even after calming down, she still had to go through the process of, grieve, then you heal, and then you come out of it. It's a process. There is no magic word. Okay, May has calmed down. Now she's going to be lovey-dovey. No, it's not going to happen that way. It's not going to. She's human. She's someone's daughter, someone's sister. She's someone's auntie, someone's mother. And those children looking up to her, they are looking up to her to draw strength. They go to school. Imagine, in this nowadays, every child has a smartphone. If they go to school, hey, your father is always on the news with that woman that is that woman. That's how they will be referring to the kids. So she needs that strength. She needs to continue to stand tall for her children. Let me read some comments. Zara's family said, no problem, sis. Okay, we are having fun. All right. Spicy, they are now doing boys to men for us. So it's not boys to men, they are doing Celine Dion. And who again, this song? Boys to men, fine. They were just Celine Dion that sings love and emotional thing. That's what In fact, let's not go there. Linda, you're such an amazing person with this your comments. I really like them. Yeah, it's social media that makes some people to forget. I tell you, social media is it has a lot of advantages and a lot of disadvantages. So you just have to know which one to pick from. I'm still reading comment. Josephine said the man respects social media more than his family. You see, because that's where he comes to break his news. Hey, today I welcome Starboy, the latest Yul Edochie in the family, and from my second wife. Who does that to his family? It's only in Nigeria. Oh. If not here, that one happen. They don't separate tete tete. But because it's in Nigeria, the advice we are going to prefer to her is definitely going to be different from what is obtainable in the Western world because she's thinking about a lot. She's going through, should I leave this marriage? Should I continue? And then the online in-laws are busy telling, why are you still answering the name? I'm going to touch on that after I read some comments. Josephine also said, Karashika has cooked his brain. Okay, Linda said, he's inside a bottle. That my sister, see, I have a husband that doesn't believe in any of those things. If I tell him this now, he said, "You Africans, what is wrong with our people?" That's the first thing I say. See, these things happen. People don't just say them. I gave my husband an instance of some story a friend of mine on YouTube here shared about a woman that use hey, is it Karashik or whatever? No, there is a popular name they call it. Use Let me use the general name Jazz to marry somebody for 25 years until that thing left the man's eye. The man realized that he's been living with this woman for the whole 25 years. That video is on YouTube and the channel name is a unique oh, where is my sister's channel name? Oh, unique uh, unique V unique. The channel name is V unique. In case if you want to refer to that video, she talked about it, and it was coming from her mother. So we should know. My husband doesn't believe any of those things, but I'm still African. Okay, no matter what, I still believe those things. They have effect in our lives and all of that. So a woman left, married a man for 25 years. When the juju don't come out for the man, the man realized that he drove away his first wife and two children for 25 years. So we can understand the impact of this thing, but people don't believe in African magic and African whatever, but they do happen. They do happen. Honestly, I really think y'all is using the opportunity to make money. That's the only way. And also to console himself because he got a lot of hate than love, okay, from what he did. And the way he did whatever he did is what broke my heart. And because of that, if I wear May's shoes, maybe also because I live overseas, okay? Let's not forget about our culture and where we live. If I were May's shoes and the fact that I live overseas, definitely I would have taken a walk. But because of the fact that May lives in Nigeria, where the society will define for you, your parents will define for you, your community, the others, everybody has a say on how you move on with situation like this. Do you see some others in her family? Are you the first man are you the first woman that the husband married a second wife? You see some people will say, you want to leave the home you've built with your husband so that this strange woman will now come and inherit everything. So they have different opinions to that. But if you were people, let's say us in diaspora living overseas, the story different now because you might decide to remarry if you want to, and if you don't want to remarry, you decide to move on with your life. There are a lot of single women that have children and they are raising them and they are doing very well with them. So based on the fact that Yo did what he did in the manner he did it, you understand, I condemn that act 101%. Then again, does he have the right to marry many women, like he claimed, especially if he's not legally married in court, he does have the right to do that. The only way that you could prevent that from happening, especially for our young folks that are about to get married, make sure you take that year, forget the white wedding or you go to church and lavish money in a reception. That one is not binding. What is binding is that you carry that man, go court, swear affidavit, they will do go registry, sign dotted line in the register that I am now Mr. and Mrs. ABC. That is what is binding. So that tomorrow, before the man will think of throwing some announcement on social media over your head, he will first of all seek for a divorce and get divorce decree. Before they will do what? He will be able to do that. So he can't take you unawares just like that. That is what I'm going to advise young folks watching me. Not be only fresh, oh, he's going through a lot. He's maxing it up, absolutely. And all those videos he's making is to help him cover up the pain. Now blood they day our body, blood. I remember what happened on YouTube channel, on YouTube space 2 weeks ago. I got a voice note, somebody was talking about me. And this is somebody I've come to love naturally without any strings attached. I don't even know any other thing about her apart from YouTube. So it pained me that why should I be a subject of discussion in your lips when we had no personal interaction? So talk more of y'all that people are busy doing wah, 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 on his all his internet space. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, people are talking. Negativity is 1001% on those his comment sections. So he's a human being. Definitely. Each time he reads his comment, I don't think he'll be reading comment by now. I don't think so. Because that's enough one angle that is called depression, reading comment. And if you notice some commenters don't make comments anymore. What they are coming to do is to read comment too. Commenters say, me, I don't balance, so waiting for the comment I'm looking for. And I have popcorn here. Who is in this comment section for comments? That's what the online in-laws are doing. So Yo definitely is feeling the heat, but he's trying to cover up. Are we now talking about Judy? Are we talking about Judy is feeling the heat? Abio, you see, I know Spice is referring to when I said, Yo went back home to Lagos, sat down with his children. The discussion you'll be telling, I don't even know how he's going to break that discussion. I don't even know, because this is the discussion they would have had as a family before the second wife comes in. You sit your sons down, sit your kids down. You know what? I'm a traditional man, son, and I need you to understand in our custom, in our village. Remember when we went to Mazi Okeke's house? You saw Mazi Okeke has wife, one wife, two wife, three, because they are traditionalists. And now I'm a traditionalist. So as a traditionalist, I'm entitled to have more wives. And there is this woman I find interesting. Of course, he can't say I fell in love with the woman. You cannot tell that to your son. What moral are you telling the child as a traditional? So I believe they would have had that conversation before him marrying Judy, before coming to social media to announce the arrival of the son and of the second wife. So that's the way I say it. I'm gonna read more comments here. The old man is not serious at all. Josephine, you can say that again. The man, I've never seen him as a serious person, even in his movie characters. I never saw him as a serious person. So he was, I guess that one is passing time as well, catching cruise with the younger generation. I think that's what he's doing. If he's waiting for her to calm down, why is he all over the internet with another woman? Like, really? That's what I'm saying. No, people don't just get this thing. They're asking what's her name, May, to get a divorce, May to get it. No, divorce is not something you rush into. You have to think thoroughly, because Judy is there to stay. Okay, no matter what we say, Judy is there to stay. And because they are both shooting videos, and that girl is a very smart girl, people should not undermine that. She knows that the only way to keep this man in the East is to keep writing script. It doesn't take them anything these days to produce movies. So she'll produce one. After the first, she'll fire up another movie so that y'all will be there consistently with her in the East. So that the love in Lagos will be roasting. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why that girl she got some tact. And that's what people should know. We should be able to have, some craft and some tact. And that's what she got. She wrote the first movie they did together. This is the second movie. And maybe that another third one is coming. So that y'all will consistently live in the East. That's what she's basically doing. Truth is, after everything, they can come back together and the online in-laws will follow another trend, just like Regina. Hello, Princess Beyond Passion, my beautiful queen from England. How are you doing, sis? How are you doing? Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate. Thank you, thank you. So today I'm talking about a lot of things that bother with me. I'm talking about May saying that she's depressed, and a lot of people are abusing her that she's catching cruise, and then people commenting why she's still answering the legal name. So all of this is what we are discussing today. So it's been fun. I have some beautiful people here with me talking spice it up with Onwa Dia. I have the Zara family. Linda has been giving it back to us on the comment section. I'm really enjoying the whole flow. Thank you for coming and joining us. As Zara said, he's feeling like he's the man and can do anything. I hate his guts. Zara. Yesterday I told you guys I met 3 Nigerians yesterday and I asked them this question. The way they answered me, after they answered me, I said, "Men, you all are the same. You all are the same. How can a young man," because those people were in the age bracket of yours. So I was, trying to find the opinion. They say, yeah, that the guy did not do anything wrong, that he didn't kill anybody, that he only married a second wife. So it's his life, his choice. And that I say, wow. And the people I talked about, they all have young family. I think the oldest child among them should be about 7, or yeah, about 7. They have 7, they have 5, they have 4. Young families, and that was their opinion. When they finished, as I say, you young generation, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. In fact, I was speechless with their responses. The only thing the only mistake I made yesterday is that I didn't remember to shoot a video because I was already doing a video on what I came there to do, which I'll be sharing with you guys soon on my channel here. Kaya Mata, that was the word I was looking for. Kaya Mata. Thank you for reminding me. Vivian Oko said, Yul Edochie doesn't even realize that he is hurting someone else's feeling. I know that is the major problem. Vivian, you can say that again. You think he doesn't. He knows that the wife is hurting. He knows that much because he said it, that he's waiting for the wife to calm down. He knows he's hurting. I mean, rather, he knows she's hurting, but at this point, is what it is. She has found love in someone's arm, and that's what is shaking him right now. Okay, and until he calms down, that is him that needs to calm down actually, because always coming online to update social media in-law. First of all, let's not forget, this was the same person that came on social media, blasted all of us, all the social media in-laws, saying that it wasn't our business, it's none of our I made some videos about that, but he never stopped updating social media. When he now came, that he came to update us that all the good things that have been happening around his family since his wife, since his new announcement about the wife. That's even the one that is like pouring salt into an open wound. The wound that you caused to your wife for announcing your marriage online is still very fresh. Then you now came and pour salt, saying it was because you married the second wife. That's why I'm getting endorsement. Have you? People don't even understand the kind of depression May is going to. He did the first one. May is still trying to recover. He came back again. That is because of Judy. That's why May is getting endorsement. I said, to what extent would this guy go? Why come so low? Because you felt You're catching cruise, you're making money on social media, charging 150,000 per post. Are you not thinking? And then you now say, okay, fine, let's May move on. And May is trying to move on. People are now making it mandatory for her to drop the last name. Let me talk about the last name. I'm gonna read comments to catch up. Then I'll talk about the issue of last name. Vivian says he has hurt himself as a brand. People don't see his worth now. His kids, his wife, his father's name. I tell you, you just said, that's the truth. The only people that will see him as a brand are still the people that will fan and are into the same thing. Those are the people that might see him. But the genuine people will not call him for come and present on a show and all of that. But again, we should not forget something. This is the era of social media. The more you trend, the more you get endorsements. You understand? But the point is that people don't want to get associated with negative trend. But when we look at it from all angles, they will tell you what the man did was to marry a second wife. Nobody's remembering the way that information was sent to the first wife. That's the thing. In Nigeria, May will face a lot of odds if he takes a walk. I tell you, he would definitely face a lot of that's. I made a video that I'm not gonna suggest that he should take a walk. She's come so far to take it. Some people now came after me. What do I mean? She's a young woman. Is she gonna continue to remain like this? I say, see, in our African society, and especially the Igbo society, we Igbos, we have a way that no matter where we live in the world, we still have a mansion in the village. Okay, we have a compound name. Then, if she leaves and leave the children to the father, of course she'll still be raising them. But every Christmas, the children will go to their family home in the village, and she's already left the marriage. Now, the children will be what? In the same household, the same house, only with the new wife. I know is she has a lot to process. She really does have a lot to process. So that's just the way I look at it. It's not an easy thing for her, but assuming she's in a Western world, it would have been easier for her to take a walk. He can marry as many as he likes, but the way he did it is totally wrong. That's what he does not want to accept. Whether he want to accept it or not, we already know that what he did is, and he knows deep down in his soul that what he did is wrong. The announcement is wrong and all of that. The thing is that ego, pride, that he can't come out to the public to apologize to the wife. But if I were in May's shoes, right, that apology is not just going to calm me down. I need you to do a proper video, sit down video with me, apologizing just the way you wrote on Instagram. When you finish doing the sit down video, I will also upload the same video of you sitting down to apologize in my own channel, not only on your social media handle. You understand? Apologizing that, okay, we'll have to devise a means of working it out. I don't know which means they are going to devise. That Judy, the tact in that girl's head, people are not understanding it. Why is it that they are still shooting videos bumper to bumper? Is that how they make movies in Nigeria? Because it takes American people more than a year to make one movie, more than a year. But this one, Judy is shooting it month after month so that the new acquired young will remain in the eastern part of Nigeria, locked in her arms. That's why she's doing all those videos. People should not forget that quickly. Let me read another comment. Princess said, I think he might have realized his mistake, but can't come out to say so because of social media. And he talks too much. He brags too much. He knows he made a mistake. Even if he comes out tomorrow to say, I goofed, I want it to be a public apology, because when you were disgracing me, it wasn't in the bedroom, it wasn't in the house. It has to be done publicly. The same way you made the announcement, that's the same way I expect the apologies to go. And that's my opinion. Thank you, Choice TV. Oh, you're cooking. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate this. Spicy said, the heat is too much. So much hate. Hey, the negativity on your leg. In fact, if you carry out the water where they River Niger begin wash the head, it's not gonna come out the hate at all. The hate is too much, and some people are taking it so to the extreme. Those are the people they called fans, right? They go to the extreme to defend what they believe in. They're fanatics. That's the whole meaning of fanatics. They believe, even if you're taking them to the river to sink all of them, they believe you. They are not backing out at all. They are not backing out. Is it the heat that Judy is receiving as well? It's bumper to bumper. And the girl self, the you know, growing up those days, I know I don't want to say that here because of YouTube. The way Judy carries herself, showcases herself as if she's the new deal. Oh boy, she's not any new deal. Okay, she's not. She's not any new deal. I was when I finished talking about it yesterday, I discussed with one of my elder sisters. She said, "Okay, that but wait, though, why did the girl marry a man that already has 4 children?" I said, I don't know, but I heard that the girl had 2 children before this one. He said that is the reason now that he has seen gold, because she's a fairly used. So she has seen Yul, a young man that she seduced, and then why are we even complaining? That is the reason. If at all it's true that she has 2 children before getting involved with you, that is the reason she's holding so dear. That's her newfound glory. She's holding it so dear. He doesn't want to, yeah. Yeah, Princess, I understood you completely. I really do. I really do. Thank you guys for being amazing and making this very interactive. I really, really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, Onemozon Omalicha. Thank you so much for always supporting. I really appreciate you dearly. I do. Thank you so, so much. Spice said, Judy knows what she's doing. Before you know it, they will have. I'm telling you, people are not even looking at it from that angle, because okay, May lives in Lagos, Judy lives in the east, I think Enugu, but they've been acting, I think 3 movies now together. And the only reason why she's popping out scripts, so that y'all will not have time to travel to go and move back to Lagos or start meeting up with the people in Lagos, so that she will hold tight to that which she has acquired. I look at it as somebody who acquired a trophy. That's the way I look at it. Thank you so much, Nemozo, for coming. You guys are amazing. I really like the fact that this is very interactive. I really, really love that. Thank you. How can someone hate someone you don't know personally? Hey, Nemozo, are you asking how can someone hate someone you don't know personally? The hate is real. Even us in YouTube here, just our fellow content creator, we haven't met them personally. Some people are hating on each other. That is human nature for you. That is really life. And will I say, for no reason, somebody can just hate you. Like that video Eukarya was making an honest prayer, to Yul, telling him how fresh he is, praying for him that anybody that wish him dead will also, go under. It's about to rain in my city, so it's getting cloudy outside. So that was the thing. But the point is that they don't know Yul. They don't know me. Most of them met them online, and that is what they call fanatics. They are holding so dear. You must divorce Judy now by force. I've said it. No matter how we cry, we can't force him to do what he's not interested in doing. We can't. Nemosa is not a YouTuber. She's a very supportive watcher. Honestly, she's not a YouTuber. I've missed a lot of chats. Oh my goodness, I'm not even catching up. Thank you so much, Nemos. I really appreciate. No wonder Nemos. Okay, Nemos should be on Instagram. Yeah, she should. She is very supportive. Depression is real. I just wish they would leave me alone to get over this situation. That's the thing. I really pray so, because, and that's one of the reasons I'm making this video. People will think, hey, Rosie Ketch, thank you for joining me, sis. Thank you. I'm going through comments to catch up. Then I will continue. And then Spicy is really making it very interesting now. She said it would have been easier to move on in the Western world, but back home, the same online in-laws will still drag her for being divorced. Are you telling me? This one, they're asking her why is she answering that. They are still the same people that will say, why did she come out of the marriage that you have worked for 18 years? Why did you leave it for another woman? Blah, blah, blah. Who is going to take care of your children? They are still the same people. So If the moment we realize that we cannot satisfy all the in-laws, online in-laws, then we focus on what is important, which is your sanity, your mental health. Right now, May is going through a lot, and people should give her room to heal, give her room to understand the situation and the next step she has to follow. Nemuza said, they don't owe the public opinion any apology and won't. You guys can keep waiting. Nemuza, you're so right. But the reason why we are, if I were me, I don't want to just him come into the house and tell me that he's sorry the way he announced it on social media. It's not enough for me. If you know the way you embarrassed me, that's the same way I want you to come out to apologize. If you're going to write it on your Instagram, make that announcement. Let it be bigger than the first announcement. Then I can understand your seriousness. Rosie Cage, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. The humans are capable of any. Hey, are you telling me they are capable of anything? No. Hey, cost rep is our senior man for when it comes to what y'all did and what y'all did not do. Cost rep, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate. Spicy said the truth is, if online in-laws haven't been interfering, this wouldn't have been like this. Okay, let me read it through. This wouldn't have been like this. This thing has been happening and will continue. Are you telling me? They know now. Most of the online in-laws, their mother is either second wife, third wife. You understand? Most of the online, and they're talking from anger. So because they've experienced it, they don't want it to happen to another woman. If they're coming from polygamous home, they don't want it to happen to somebody they know because of what their own experience is. And Nemoza said, what do you guys want them to? Let me read that. Nemoza is coming with fire this morning. She said, what do you guys want them to do? To stop posting on their Instagram pages, to all have feelings. So too, if Judy was your daughter or sister, would you want him to do the right thing just he, as we want for me? Okay, if Judy were to be my sister, first of all, I will know that she's in a relationship with someone, right? I will say, okay, who are you dating? She will now say that she's dating Yolo. And I say, which Yolo? You say, Yul Edochie, Peter Edochie's son. Wow, is he not married? That would be my first reaction. Is he not married? Then you now say, yeah, he's married, but we just fell in love and things happen. Sister, I know now, things happen. I say, no, I don't know. I don't know. Judy, I know you already, according to people, because I've not really seen where she posted pictures of her kids. So let's assume that the things they said about her that she has kids are true. I said, okay, Judy, you have two children, right? And then why not look for, a man is either a widower or a man that is already divorced and separated. That would be my advice. If you can't find a young man to marry, look for a widower. You don't have to go and marry somebody's husband. That if Judy were my sister, that would be the advice. And then when she now said, "Hey, sister, sorry, I'm really very confused right now that I took in." No, I say you took in. Oh, congratulations for who? He will now say for the same guy for you. I say, are you out of your mind? What do you want to achieve? You want to have another baby and to raise it by yourself? Is that what you want to achieve? Another baby and you raise the baby by yourself? Say no, that we are planning of getting married. I will say what? I will call a family meeting immediately. WhatsApp call, everybody come inside, come, let's deliberate this matter. That look at what Judy's, she's trying to mess our family up. That will be my reaction. We'll all talk as family. If she wants to carry on with her action, so be it. After all, she's an adult. We can't force her. But we are definitely going to voice our opinion on what she's about to do, what she's bargaining on, because it's wrong. Okay, they say, do to others what you want to be done to you. And that is wrong. Assuming the man is divorced or the man is separated or the man, no, not even separated, divorced or the widower, I can say, yeah, go there. Maybe God is sending you to that family so that you can help raise the man's children as you raise yours. That's just the way I would say. Okay, Spice is saying, assuming Judy was to be my sister, and we have no issues with polygamy, I will make sure you're married her as a second wife. Yeah, that is a fact too. But before they marry her as a second wife, I will ask all of those questions. If she decides to move on with that, that's her choice. Hey, thank you so much, Rose Sketch, for sharing my link. I really okay, share link. See, Rose, and I don't they read English upside down. Let me share link. I didn't even remember it says to share link. Sincerely, I just forgot myself here, and I'm not catching up with this stream. Oh, the chat is really very coming very fast. I'm not catching up. So link is now on. Please, Spicy, Cost Rep, Rosie Ketch, Nemozo, you can also join us because I love your opinion. You're looking at it from a different point of view, and I love that. You and Nemozo are looking at it differently from where the social media online in-laws might be looking at it. So let's jump in today and deliberate and have our conversation, our opinions, and let's see. And hopefully, the people watching will be able to pick one or two today. So the link is there, and jump into the link so that we can catch up. The bullying from trolls is getting too much, especially for those who don't know them and anything about them. Hey, are you saying you can see cross rep?
Yes.
Welcome to the
Well
show,
done.
cross
Good evening.
rep. Thank you,
Good
Rosie
evening,
Ken.
host. Good evening, everybody.
Good
Please,
evening.
I'm not around. I have just 5 minutes here. I want to clear some doubts. Number one is that I am not from a polygamous home, and I am a first class. Please let us mute now. Let one person talk. I am. Hello, can you hear me, please? Me, I even do
Yeah,
wedding
I'm
noise.
trying to know
Hello,
who
can you?
if your mic is mute. Okay, can you mute if your
Can I
mic is
continue,
mute?
please? I'm outside.
Yeah, go ahead, continue.
Yes, sorry, I'm outside. I'm trying to talk. I'm working. I just say let me enter and go off again, be in the background. Number one, I am a first class online in-law, and my father is married to one wife. Number two, I am not against anything he is doing or against him as a person. I'm against the attitude involved in what he did. Number three, if May were to be my sister, it will not be like this. Magachuku, it's not joke. It will not be like this. This is what his father said. It won't be like this because I, for one, I wasn't brought up from that kind of a family. Neither was my father. My father married to more than one wife. So if you are saying because most of the in-laws are from polygamous home, my father and mother they are still together almost 50 years. Husband and wife. It's one wife, one husband. So I'm only against the attitude. If you want to be like King David or King Solomon, why not tell her in future before then, babe, in future I'll be King Solomon. Oh, don't be angry when I become King Solomon. So as you have it in mind, not after 18, 19 years, you just come from nowhere. And because if you are the man of the house, your John Thomas cannot stay in one place. Are you the only one that is married? Are you the only one that has money or that has influence? We have people who are more richer, more influential. Oh, English will not kill me than him. So I just want to clear that down. If she were to be my sister, as you have told her, the same thing is what I would tell her. Now, family meeting direct. I'll wash my hand off the whole issue. I'll wash my hand, wash my leg off the issue, and move on. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Host, your mic is muted.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for letting me know. And thank you, Cost Rep. Cost Rep just dropped his own concern about the issue. And before we go on, I want to welcome Daily Mom. Thank you so much, my sis from Nevada, USA, for joining me today. I really appreciate. And thank you, Nemoza, for your contribution. It's really very interesting. So, Rosie, you're welcome. Spicy, you're welcome. You've heard what Cost Rep said. Cost Rep said that he's against the way y'all went about it, and which is what we've been saying. All of us, we've been saying the same thing, the manner in which he introduced that to his wife is not acceptable. And
Absolutely.
he never thought about his family first, how his children are going to react, how his wife is going to react. I think what he meant to do was to control the narrative from Gist Lover, but he didn't know he shot himself on the leg big time. He wanted to take
Yeah.
over the case from Gist Lover, and it was a bad remedy that he did. And that's my opinion. So let me know what you guys think, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. Maybe are you gonna go first or I should go first?
No, go ahead. Rosie, I think she's a
Okay.
little busy at the background.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I heard what cost rep said, and that is the only place I am holding Yul Edochie accountable. Nobody will be happy with the way Yul went about the whole situation. Yes, he did wrong. And you know the funny thing, Yul is just like typical Nigerian men. A lot of Nigerian men, whether we like it or not, a lot of them are polygamous in nature.
One.
A lot of them have multiple side chicks. You are the only wife, but your husband has 2, 3 that he's maintaining with children outside. So a lot of them are polygamous. It just happened to be that Yul Edochie was coming out to campaign for the position of the president in Nigeria when Gist Lover dragged his leg outside. Yul Edochie, if not because of that thing he is looking for, he would have probably kept quiet, raised this child. When the news come out, yes, let it be out. But he was dragged out like a cat dragging something out. He didn't know how to. It took him unaware. He was not prepared for it. Yul was not prepared for this. In fact, up till now, Yul is still shaking. Forget all this social media gara. Yul is still shaky. He's trying to compose himself, but with the way the attacks are coming from left, right, and center, he doesn't even know how to put himself together. A lot have children out there that they are, even sometimes their wives are aware that these children exist. They know, man, so long as the child doesn't, the husband doesn't bring the child inside, no problem. We all have culture and tradition. We have culture and tradition. We are not Oyibo. In the Igbo, especially the Igbos, have strong culture when it comes to marriage. You cannot claim a child if you don't pay a bride price on the mother's head. No. Even if you're going to separate later, but you see, without that dowry, without that thing, that child can never bear your name. And because of the way it happened, you'll have to secretly go and quickly do pay bride price on Judy's head, without talking to the wife first, because he doesn't even know how the wife is going to take it. Yul was confused. He just came out like a child beating, wet under the rain. So he came out and just said it. And trust us now, we are very good with content. We are very good at dragging. We're busy dragging him left, right, and center. Not even allowing the woman who is the victim of this whole thing, sit down to think for one day. I doubt if May Edochie has even had time to process the whole thing, because a lot of people are interfering. Too much interference. She cannot breathe. She can't talk. It's like everybody's just watching what they're doing. Yul committed bad. He did wrong against me by not telling her, by secretly wedding Judy. If only he had done it right. Yes, if Tobago won Madime, you have scored the goal and you want this bundle of joy. Man, that boy is too cute to be left outside. That boy is too cute. Let's forget it. That boy is too sweet to be left outside. There is no way even the grandfather, there is no way Pete Edochie will even abandon his own son. We should forget all these lies peddling on the internet that Pete is not happy with the son and all that. There is no way Pete Edochie will let his own grandson stay out. Hey, if that boy is too sweet. That boy is too sweet. If Judy were to be my sister, where I stand, I am an Anambra woman. I believe in Omenana. I keep saying it and I'm proudly saying it anywhere. I don't care what any other person, but this is me. This is my culture. This is my tradition. And I'm proud of it. We believe in polygamy. Okay. I am a wife to one man. I am the only wife. Okay. But if it needs be, and no, like so many men, put a trophy. Bring that trophy home. That's my child. Bring that trophy home. Bring that baby home. With that, I am confident of my husband. I am proud of my husband.
Let me say something, Spice. You said, bring the trophy home. Okay, the trophy comes with a baggage, okay? Everything home, right?
But I want to come in. Look, I will be very happy. See, just what? I will be very happy knowing that this is the person I am sharing my husband with, than sharing it with unknown strangers outside. I don't know how many children they are shared outside. I don't know how many. Until then you start seeing families from left, right, and center that is their father. I will be proud to know that this is the woman I am sharing my husband with, than pretending not to know. God forbid anything happens. Haven't you seen that even during burial, you see different women bringing up children? He is the father. Everybody will start dragging property. No. I will not pretend. I will not pretend about it. A lot are pium. We know that. Let's not deceive ourselves. Yul has heard. The only thing I'm begging online in-laws are, please allow this family be. Let you, May Edochie, get over this. We are pushing her into depression.
We're not the ones pushing her. You that has pushed her. Online in-laws, sorry to cut you. Online in-laws are not doing anything. Yul is responsible for every singular thing that has happened to his family.
But the deed has been done.
I understand where you are coming from. Oh, sorry to cut you.
The deed has been done.
Wait, let me say something. I understand where you are coming from, that if you're Odogu Waka, you allow the trophy back home. But that's you. May did not sign up for that. And everybody has a choice. You understand? Some women from your village have left their men because their men waka small waka. Some women from your same village have refused to be in a polygamous relationship. So May is saying, I do not want to be in this. This is not what I signed up for. I think she has a right to do what she wants to do.
She has a right, but we are not giving her. We are not giving her the opportunity to make that right.
And I also strongly believe that it's not every African man that wakas about. Because like I said in one of my videos, I said, these African men that used to waka, why is it that when they travel abroad at the airport, they drop their waka at the airport? When they go abroad, their head...
The fear of jail and the fear of social welfare is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of what is it called?
Child support
is the beginning of wisdom.
My sister is because in Nigeria there's nothing that disciplines them. Let me use that word. So they are loose. And I know that you say, okay, bring him in so that you know what. Do you know that men that still have two wives, they still waka? A second wife in the house, the trophy does not stop a loose man from being loose. If he brings the second one, he will still look at that one as an old cargo. He will still go outside and still do what he wants to do. A second wife does not stop an indisciplined man from walking about. So if you think that if he brings a second wife inside, okay, you know that it's tough that are sharing the man, you will not you understand. You will not
that is not my point. What I'm saying is this: the deed has been done. The deed has been done. That is what we are saying. How best should we allow these people to sort it out?
The deed has not been done for me. It's so easy to say the deed has been done until somebody is in your own shoes. It's so easy to say that. We see the kind
let me come in here, Rosie. What she meant is that Yul has done what he did. Okay, so the deed has been done by bringing Judy, by marrying his second
yes. Wife. How then May needs time to process the whole thing? People pushing her to take a decision, pushing her to leave Yul Edochie. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not helping May process anything. May is not even getting enough time to process the whole thing. It has happened. The woman is still in shock. So we're pushing. When she puts her husband's name. Why are you putting your husband's name? As if May divorces you today, this same online in-laws will still call her divorcee. Divorcee, oh, you left your husband. Is your husband the only man that cheated? Oh, this same online in-laws. Allow the woman process. We shouldn't be the one to make a decision for her. That's all I'm saying. We shouldn't be the one making a decision for May. She's a grown woman with children. Let her and her family process this thing and let her take a decision. If she's still interested in the marriage, she will stay put. If she's not interested, for Christ's sake, this woman is matured enough to raise her children herself. She can take a walk. She can decide to divorce Yul Edochie, but let it be her decision, not decision from the pressure. The pressure on her is too much. The pressure on Yul is too much. The pressure on Judy. Judy is a human being. So many women out there, single mothers to married men. So we should allow these men keep getting away with it. These men will get women pregnant. They will take the responsibility alone. Enough is enough. Any man that shoots and scores a goal must bear the responsibility. That's my say.
Thank you so much, Spicy. I still want you here. Please don't go. What you just said made me remember what happened. A schoolmate of mine from the university announced that her husband died on social media. The announcement was that the eagle has gone home. That was the only announcement. There was no emotion attached to the announcement. No anything, my husband of so many years, or my husband of this, how I miss my husband. So one of my schoolmates called me from Germany, say we too. Oyoyo, do you still talk with this person? I say it's been a long time. Since we left school, we've not caught up. So he now said, did you see what she said on Facebook? I had to go back to that lady's Facebook to check the announcer, the eagle has gone home. So the guy started telling me that what he's thinking is that this is one of the wives of that chief. And maybe the man did not pay bride price. That's why he did not come out publicly to make the announcement. He said the eagle has gone home. You might think maybe it's the eagle that the chairman of her office. Maybe you think, So the woman did not, she now started telling me that, what am I even talking? There are a lot of our sisters, especially those in Abuja, that they have multiple, a man who have multiple women. They all have houses for them and their children. You understand? And he's not married to any of them. You understand? So he maintained his first wife in the house, fronting it to be, I am married to only one woman, while he has series of women that he's maintaining and the kids are answering his name. Just like you said, if the man drops dead now, come and see obituary list will be survived by. So you start throwing on your face like, bombs. Oh my goodness. So my husband has all these multiple children and I didn't know. So the thing is this, May has not recovered. And May should be able to see the advices she's receiving from online in-laws. I've said it on someone's live stream. May has the legal right to keep that name, whether she's still in the marriage or even as a divorced woman. She has every legal right to keep that Yul Edochie on her name. And nobody has the right to decide for another adult. The thing is that we are quick to action and we are quick to judgment. First of all, there is this Igbo saying, before you remember your neighbor. But we don't do that. We don't take any of those steps. We first see the thing on your body before I see it on mine. And that's the way the social media online. When I said a lot of the online in-laws, you understand, most of them would have experienced polygamy. You understand? So they don't want that to happen to me. They don't wish that to happen to another person. They might be talking from the point of knowing. Like we all know. I have cousins. One of the one that actually our age bracket, their mother is the third wife in the home. And that happens to be the age bracket with my mom. So we kind of grew up together. You understand? So that's the third wife. So it's not today. This is not the first time it's happening. Like we all said here, is the manner at which Yul came about it that is very, very depressing. Like you said, Spicy, people should allow May to grieve. She will go through grieving process and start recovering and heal. It's not a one-day affair. And nobody has the right to dictate the name she uses for her account. People writing like that, I don't think they really understood the in-depth of what they type sometimes. They don't read their comment because after writing a comment, you should read it through before you click on post. But they don't. They just write anything and move. And it's very hurtful when you read most of those comments. Like I said, if Yul decide to marry Mom, he was not binding by the law, because if he was binding, he wouldn't have married Judy. He's not binding by the law to marry one wife. And that's based on that he can marry many. But the thing, before you go into doing that, because you're bringing these people to one home, you have to sit your family down. prepare their mind on how to welcome a new person. Because you can't have a divided, there is no way May and Judy will be friends the way it's going. It's not.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So the guy messed it up from day one. And Rosie dropped out because of her network. And let me read and Nemos also people forgot both are human beings with feelings. Absolutely. They don't think about it. They just, it's like you're stereotyping people or just narrow-mindedness. You just want to say your piece and you leave. He should have handled it privately. Absolutely. He brought it to the public. You see, Rosie is of the opinion that because he brought it to the public, that's why the public is reacting. Okay. Then if you look at it, and that's not the only reason why the public is reacting. The public is reacting in the fact that they are Catholics. Okay. It's supposed to be one man, one wife. The public is reacting because of Pete Edochie married to just his mother. That's one of the reasons the public are reacting. They are reacting.
So all of us must practice one style of marriage because my father married only my mother. My mother was the only wife to my father till my mother died before my father remarried. So the fact that my father married only one woman doesn't mean that my elder brother, if he chooses another style of marriage, which is not against the law, is not against his religion, neither is it against his tradition or custom. He is free. He mustn't toe the path of my father. He knows what he wants.
Yeah,
so that Pete Edochie married one wife.
You know, this whole thing,
you can reason like that because you're enlightened, because you're educated. And we should also remember that most of the people online, they don't have this knowledge. They are not exposed, they are not educated, and they are not.
Can I tell you the reason? We are too religious. Religious but not spiritual. They believe that polygamy is a sin. Bringing home another woman is a sin. So that is the only way they are reasoning. That is a sin. Because the Bible said one man, one wife. But that is Apostle Paul, who never even married in the first place, that made that statement. My ancestors, my forefathers, my fathers in the Lord, they were all polygamous. God never condemned any of them. But because of the kind of religion we practice today, everybody believes that it is one man, one wife. That is the only ground people are being sentimental.
You know this thing about my spice it up. You know this whole thing about you. I think the major issues people have is not even about the polygamy. It's about the way he went about it. Okay, look at the case of Mercy Aigbe and her husband. People's issue with that matter was the fact that it seemed as though she took over the man from her friend. Like the man's first wife was her friend. People are not talking about it so much, the fact that Mercy married the second wife as the second wife, because Mercy's husband said he's a Muslim, and according to his religion, whether it was Apostle Paul that said or not, our religion, what do we practice in the religion? The long chaplet that you wears on his neck, in that is Catholic, this thing he used to read. Do they accept marrying more than one wife? Is it accepted in the whole church system? I know that we're trying to
is Roman Catholic your culture?
For me,
the Romans have their culture. Roman Catholic practice the Roman culture. We are Africans that are Catholic.
He's not a cultural man. What if he's not a cultural man? He's a Roman Catholic. Some people are what will I say?
You are first a cultural human being before religion. You first of all have a culture before your religion.
The idol in his village. He should not choose when
he
wants to be Roman Catholic. No, I'm not okay. You should go and worship the gods in his village. Sorry for calling the gods idol. I'm sorry. You should go and meet the gods in his village. I'm sorry, but the gods should not be angry. You should go and meet the gods in his village.
Don't let me fall off from my bed here, Biko. Don't let me fall off from my bed. I'm so laughing.
You don't choose which one you want to practice out of convenience. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is, the truth is that, like we said, like you have been saying now, people have been getting married to more than one wife. The issue is that he did not tell me. He did not prepare her mind for it. Maybe he would have told her, and she would have decided to still stay in the marriage, swallow the shame, and move on with her life. But you do not hear that the husband you've been married to for almost 2 decades is getting married on social media. So now this thing that says social media in-laws should leave them. They're not leaving them anything. He's the one that brought it outside. And he gave them rights. He gave them the right to talk about him. You understand? If he had talked about it inside the house, look at Samuel Oposo, like we always say. He talked about it for 2 seconds. And when the whole thing became popular, Samuel Oposo went inside, deleted the account, became quiet. In matter, they nobody talks about it till today again. Everybody has left Sammy Okota, but you did not act right. And I think that one thing.
Yul is an actor. Yul is an actor. Judy is an actor. This is the reason. They are both in the entertainment industry. They are both celebrities.
We are very emotional. We're very sentimental. We're very emotional.
Yeah, I think her network is she's battling with her network.
Her network is
coming back. See, Spicy, do you know that my program we do every Thursday? So we were talking about why would the spouse, delete their, partners. Then the issue of woman that came up. One of my ladies on the hot topic, she was just there on no matter. She was cha 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 cha. I said, calm down. I started coming harder and say, see, if you really ask me, I prefer the culture I grew up from as a young girl than what is happening now. She says, so do I prefer the olden days man? I say, no, it's not that I prefer. I'm not here to choose. But if you ask me, in those days, our brothers, when they go to the village, they drink from one cup because they know
God
that
bless you.
The custom of our people, if you try to do evil to your brother, that thing will strike you immediately. I'm telling you.
It's not a charm.
Yeah, just the soil we are step on now, the Ajan Zuzu, that stand, it has strength, it has power. So she now said, I prefer. I said, no, get me right. Do you know today, you can't wear a fine dress and give to somebody in the village. You're already thinking maybe they will take it to Juju. You can't
cook food and give to your neighbor.
And that is it. That wasn't how I grew up. I grew up in the sense that once you open the gate, everybody will come in. You're serving everybody the same food, the same pot. But things have changed. And because we are embracing the Western culture back to back, even overdoing, you understand?
Overdoing it more than the Western people. We carry this religious thing, yet somebody will hold Bible and swear with the Bible and nothing will happen. The person will hold Bible and swear with the name of God, even when he or she is guilty, nothing will happen. You cannot try it back then because you know that if you do something, straight up.
That is the truth. That is the okay.
Back then, a woman will not know a man. They will bring somebody, one young lady to you and say, my son, see this woman, she's from a good family, marry her. The man will go ahead and carry out all the traditional rites and marry her legally, and they will live happily and they will bear children and they will live for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. But today, with all the so-called Western love, marriage is an left, right, and center with 10 years courtship, 20 years relationship. Which one is better? Today, we are getting worse. We are getting worse.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Uju, for joining me today. You're most welcome. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you, Nemoza. Nemoza, I wish I can just give you a hug. Thank you so much for your your support. It's really immense. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Daily Mom. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rosie Ketch. Rosie, we love you and we love your opinion. Rosie is of the fact that they brought this to the public, and that's why the in-laws are there.
So let us butcher Yul and May and their Judy.
No, the point to me, there should be there should be a time people should draw a line. Okay, in as much as y'all is not doing well at all by consistently writing about the family and the issue on social media, I really did not like that angle. He's bad
but
enough.
He's not even writing much. Look at his social media.
You know why he stopped? May unfollowed him. Okay, May unfollowed him. May doesn't like his pictures, even when he posts May's picture on his own page. May doesn't.
But do you know that Oyoyo's word? You know the funny thing is, see this word, and when he made a one man, there is nothing you do to satisfy this word. For instance, now if Yul Edochie hasn't been saying anything about the wife, making any post about the wife, or even congratulating her, calling her those sweet names, these same online in-laws will come after you. Because you have married Judy, so you no longer care about me. So you no longer post about me. You no longer post her pictures. These same people will be the one to criticize Yul Edochie for not saying anything about me. Now he is doing the needful to show that he still loves his wife. we are still dragging him for that. So what do we want you to do? The guy has messed up. Will you throw away the baby and the bathing water? The deed has been done. If he doesn't say anything about his wife, they will drag him that, oh, because he has married Judy, he has forgotten about May. He no longer cares about her. Now May is an old cargo to him. He's still praising the wife, calling her achiever, calling her great names.
No,
still not satisfied.
See, Spicy, that praise, I did not subscribe to that praise. That praise is a praise with a K leg. How can you come on Judy's picture? You say Ijele one. You understand? Then you come to May Zone and say CEO extraordinaire, ordinaire, wifey. No. It's not an equal praise. We are all Igbos, especially Anambras. We are from Anambra. We know what it is for a man to praise you, Ijele one. How do I even get my name, Oyoyo? Oyoyo is not an Igbo name. You understand? But I was given Oyoyo by my husband until date. That's what everybody in my state in the US call me. If you call my name, you can't find my house. But once you
it's just like Onwadia. Onwadia is a name given to me by my husband. It's not my name. Neither is it. My father's name is different. Onwadia is a name given to my husband on our the wedding night. After our traditional marriage, that was the name he came up with. He said, I'm his moon. Onwadia, that is the name that stuck till today. A lot of people who don't even know my real name call me Onwadia. That is the name given by my husband. And in those days, this is how husbands call their wife. They have special names for their husband. Obidia, Ugobediya, and all those things.
Yeah. So imagine he will come and praise me, CEO extraordinaire, and then call Judy Ijele one. No. It's not equal.
The guy is trying to balance the love, but the guy is in soup. He's trying to balance the love.
Which love?
He's trying to balance it. He's married to 2 women now. There's a place in the Bible that says if a man chooses to take in another wife, that he must love, he must provide and protect the second wife and treat her equally. So there is no partial. What you do for first wife, so long as the deed has been done, he has to do it for second wife. If not, he will be left with judgment. There, even in the Islamic law, as you are married 2 wives, you must treat them equally. If you praise A, be ready to praise B. If not, you are, that's why I say polygamy is not for everybody. I keep saying it is not for everybody. If you cannot practice it, don't get into it.
See, Spicy, I really love what you said down. What you do to A, do to B, okay? Assuming that's my own opinion, the way I interpreted that Ijele wine. Assuming he came up and said, Omalecha wunyem, I can understand. Then was there the other one, Ijele one? I can get it. You can't call me CEO because I'm the CEO of our estate building. Is made if you go to their name on Google, if you pull out May Edochie, it's gonna show you their private company they have together, which is between him and May. Okay, May is the CEO of that company. You can't be using my job entitlement as my name. No.
Who did he call Ijele? Who is Ijele to him?
Ijele is Judy now. Judy is the Ijele one. And he never stops saying
okay. Front and back complete.
She could have called me on my I mean, let's balance the love. Let's balance the love. Praise them equally. You can't call me by job title and call the other one Ijele wine. That's why online in-laws are getting mad. You see, they get mad when they read those things. If you actually made a big mess and he didn't stop at that, the one that paid, when I was trying to recover from the way he announced the birth of his child and introducing the wife, the one that really took me back to anger was saying that it's because he married Judy. That's why May is getting endorsement. I can't just get my head.
Did he really say that? Did he really say that?
He wrote it on his Instagram. It's still there.
Because people have created fake accounts and they are using it to write all sorts of things.
No, he wrote this one on his Instagram. I'm only following him on his Instagram, and that's where I read it. When I read that, I started to interpret it. You announce the marriage on the internet. That I'm trying to recover. Maybe a month after, I'm trying to get myself. You now came to say it's because you married her. That's why I'm beginning to have progress. Remember now, the insult is too much.
Mba,
You see,
okwuteghe nke ahụ. He
I'm
didn't
telling you,
say it. Like,
he
okwuteghe ya.
didn't. He
He
has never
good.
said anything right. He has never said
He good.
anything right. So when you look at
He
it,
good.
he's the one feeding the online in-laws. He's the one making them to talk. And that's why they can never stop talking. They can't stop talking because you is feeding them back to back. Good enough, May is beginning to relax a little bit and then to calm down. But people should, like I said, online in-laws should also know how to what? Draw their lines. Let me welcome Sister Oju. Sister Oju, welcome to the show. I really appreciate you coming. Thank you so much, my beautiful sister.
You're welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My dear, for people, the good thing, if you want to know the story, follow them closely. That'll give you an idea of what is going on, you know.
Right.
May is actually surviving because of the law from this online in-laws. May would have been gone and done with if it wasn't for the support that she's getting from. Do you know what it means for your husband? You know that your husband is cheap. Let's put ourselves in May's shoes when we talk. Do you know what she has gone through? She knows her husband, Hollywood, all these Nollywood people that they do, do the sleep around. And she's been behind the scene because this man wants her to be behind the scenes, taking care of his home, taking care of the children. We know he's a director. We know he's an actor. Do you know how they'll be gone from the house for months? This lady has been in that house taking care of his home. He cheated, for heaven's sake. He committed adultery. A man who loves his wife will say, I am so sorry, honey. Not only that, he went and married this woman behind her back. A woman you've had for 17 years. Let's just be truthful. If we are in her shoes, how are we going to feel? May wrote something because I read everything I see. She says she's been in a dark place. It's not about polygamy, guys. Anybody can decide to be in polygamy. But what May is saying, she did not sign for this thing. And man, you did not even tell me you were going to marry this person. Remember, she went and said, God will judge you both when she found out. She found out after the whole thing. And the thing is, okay, Yul, stop rubbing salt in her wound. Because Yul now came out and said, oh, you're bragging. Odogunwoke Kambo. I'm married, I took responsibility. But you did not do it right to you. And another thing, you were just saying it. This man came and said, God is prospering, and May is prospering because he married a second wife. Who does that? How can you give glory to Judy that May is now getting brands
Because of her.
Who does that? And May came and wrote, one thing I like that May is she's so wise. She doesn't use bad words. She said all glory goes to God. That she has been in a dark place, that God is actually the one blessing her. Not because her husband, she didn't say that, but that's where she was pointing at. And you will come out and be talking. I can never let, there's something that you taste and you'll never let go. Why?
Honestly.
There's something you taste and I couldn't let Judy go. No, now. Know that you have this wife. Allow her to heal first.
Yeah.
Allow her to heal first. You've been saying all this. She's a human being. If you have a sister, how will you feel if another man is doing this to your sister? So May needs to heal. That's what she's trying to do, but you will not let her. She unfollowed him to stay on her own. But Yul is still everything May. My wife, she used to call her my first wife, CEO extraordinary. Now she calls her my wifey. Now leave her be for now. Let her heal. And you know, you watch that live stream. She said, she doesn't wish any what she has gone through on anybody,
Anybody, yeah.
not even any her enemy. She says she doesn't even have an enemy. So Judy is not even her enemy. And Judy on the other part is just
But
showing herself.
Sister Ju, let me come here. She said Judy is not her enemy, you understand? But that's what she's definitely going to say. She's not going to come online and say Judy is my enemy.
No, but the thing is, she didn't say Judy. She said she doesn't have any enemy. So
She
she made
doesn't
it
have
general.
enemy. Yeah, she's
That's
going to
what
say
she
that.
said.
But we know deep down in her heart, she wished their paths never crossed.
I know. But you know, like we said, it has happened. But what I'm saying, let us allow this lady to heal and make her decision.
Exactly. That's what we are saying here. You
Look,
understand?
yes.
Exactly.
Spicy is of the
Exactly.
opinion that the online in-laws are making the situation worse because they are not slowing down. Now some of them are trolling Judy that she's cashing out. Some of them are saying that, why, if you said your husband made you depressed, why are you still answering his name? I was like, what kind of which generation are these people coming from?
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
You know, there is this thing with
Mhm.
with us human beings. When somebody is monitoring you, like giving you a close marking, you are
Mhm.
bound to make mistakes. Just like if you come into a new organization or
True.
a new place of work, and then all eyes are on you, people are looking. Like there's this silent pressure. So before you know it, you keep making mistakes. That is what I know. What I believe is happening to Yul Edochie. Because of this too much talk, he doesn't even know what to do. Anyone he does, we will definitely read meaning into it. And let me say something. Their life is not just on social media. These people have a life outside social media.
Mhm.
You see, honestly speaking, I have a feeling that this thing is not just what we are seeing on social media. There is no way Yul Edochie will not be making effort to please the wife, outside online, to pacify or to rectify the mistake he has made. So, but we don't see these things. We don't know the hard work he's probably
Mhm.
putting outside social media. We don't know how he's trying to make it up to the wife outside social media, because everything doesn't have to be on social media.
Yeah. Yes.
So, but
Yes.
the
Yes.
little that we see, we carry it on our head and then we
Yeah.
run with it and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
blow
Yeah.
it up and it becomes a mountain. There is no way a husband will hurt the wife this much and is not making effort to,
Yeah.
to pacify her.
But the thing
So
is,
I
let me.
believe even
Okay.
Judy, I believe that even Judy herself, they will
Mhm.
try to patch things up to become a family. The deed
Yes.
has
Yes.
been done. There is
Yeah.
no way outside social media that they are not making effort. Do you think even the family will keep quiet and allow them do this damage to the family name? They
Yes.
will
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
Everybody will be trying to pacify May Edochie, outside social media, behind the curtain. But any little one we see on social media is the one we carry.
Yeah. Well said. Spicy, I agree with you. Well said. But that's why he should stop putting all those things, and I think he's just he's making fun of people on social media. That's what I think you
can
is
I
doing.
even?
Do you
He's
understand?
trying to annoy online in-laws. That's what he's trying to do.
That's
He's just
what
trying
he's
to
doing.
annoy them the
And
more.
the good thing is cashing out from them. That's just the thing. If he's trying to see how who is that got somebody pregnant, how he came out and just said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you," and I've apologized to my wife, and that ended. But this one will come and be rubbing salt on the in-laws wound, you know.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
you
so
know, what I will say here, in as much as I've made a video about it in the past, when the whole thing started, they don't really owe us any explanation or any apology. But because
exactly,
you kept on putting things out there, people kept talking.
exactly
He could have stopped. If he had stopped when he made that announcement, he would have been, by now, the story would have died.
died,
But
and May is
he
not
did
even
stop.
talking
He
about
went
it.
on. He made a video on how you meet somebody so special. The person will bring something to the table. You wouldn't let go. If you were
Exactly.
keeping the vow you guys took on the day you put wedded, you wouldn't. When I made that video, people said this is not like me, or I laughed. I said because he has seen Yori Yori, his Odogu could not maintain himself. People
Na
said, oh,
ịhụkwara agbagbu ukwu,
that
ịhụkwara
is it.
Mercedes Benz nwaanyị kpa.
Honestly. So when you look at it, Yul is the one that shot himself on the foot. We
And
we
he
can't
He
keeps
we
did.
can't
doing
express,
it.
He's the only
He
one
did.
that did
He
it.
did. He
He did
did.
not
He
he
did.
did not even regard his father. He's, before we do things, especially maybe my family, before we do, I remember before I even came on social media, the first thing I talk about, okay, what will my mother say? Do you understand? What will my family say? Am I coming here to portray them in negative angle? Am I coming here to just be neutral and do my thing? So he did not think about what anybody would say. He went ahead and then did what he did on the social media.
But do we think, I want to ask something, my host and my co-host here. Sincerely, do we think that Yul Edochie just went ahead and married Judy even without Pete Edochie's knowledge as well?
Some
Is it
people said
possible?
he did, but the thing is, if
It's not possible.
Yul was really the son of the soil, as in Pete Edochie's son, he wouldn't have written those things on his Instagram. He would have told his father, Daddy, this is the situation I find myself in. Please help me here. Call on May. You understand? There is no way the father wouldn't have called back both of them back to Anambra State to sit down on the table. Then him coming to announce it. How can Gist Lover write me that is it true that your husband is marrying somebody on a Sunday? You understand? It was shocking to the woman. We all saw the chat between them. She was like, what did you say? Doing a marriage ceremony with someone. How can it be Gist Lover? Somebody you don't even know, a blogger, break the news to you. Not even a family member, not the brothers, not the sister, not the mother, not the father.
And the family, the family, they are in the picture. And maybe they have been hinting May Edochie. Maybe they have been hinting this woman somehow stylishly. You understand? To test the water, to see how she's going to react. Maybe they have been kind of hinting her, because before a man will do this thing, some people must have hinted, but maybe she wouldn't believe it. See, I want to say there is just no way May didn't know about the relationship between Judy. There is no way May wasn't in the picture that the husband had a child. But it took her unaware that he went ahead to marry her. She knows that the husband has a child with this Judy.
The child aspect, I don't know, but the relationship, the side chick, May had no.
Now, industry we did. This is the entertainment industry where any little thing, in fact, you open door for your PA to come into the hotel room, somebody will quickly alert the wife. This is an entertainment industry, so there is no way.
Why I said May knew about Judy a long time, because Success is Destiny Etiku's very close friend. The comment Success made on Yul Edochie's post when he announced the child and the second wife, the people were attacking him. Success said that now that it is in the open, it's better off for May, so that she can start finding peace. That there is no way. So she knew that this lady has been, doing the stuff with my husband. But
the pregnancy, people must have seen Judy with pregnancy, and they know that this pregnancy belongs to. Even when they had that child, she must have known too. But you see, the marriage own, maybe she didn't believe that you will go to the extent of marrying Judy.
Her.
That was the shocker.
Now you're talking.
That was the shocker.
I myself, I never believed it could happen, because I know them with side chick, they do that a lot in Nigeria. But you coming now to marry the person, man, that was too much. And then coming again to announce it on social media, and then coming again to tell the world that it's because you married this so-called my co-wife. That's why I'm beginning to shine. The insult, he has no respect for that May at all. No regard.
He's not perfect. That is still that human nature. That is his own flaw.
You can't tell me he's not perfect. We are not talking about.
I said that is his own flaw. His own flaw is talking. See, that is his own flaw. We all have our weakness, but use weakness is talking.
Mistake 2 times, the same mistake 3 times, the same mistake 4 times. Before you get yourself.
That is why it's a flaw. That is why it's a flaw on his part.
Let's call it what it is. He has no respect for me.
He doesn't have any respect
for the woman. Let's say the way it is, because
oh my God,
let's assume my husband made this mistake, right? Then people now, the way they lashed on him, he will come back home, say, hey, Mom, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have thought about it differently. He wouldn't have gone back to the second time. making a video telling us it's because Judy came with something that he couldn't let go. And now, that one never too much. And he didn't stop there, telling me because I'm now being prosperous, that's what it's because of Judy. How many times will you stab me before I know that you don't respect me? He kept on pushing the social media, kept on saying it. And the more he's doing those things, the more May is depressed. There is first stage of depression.
True.
Then you now continue to go into severe depression.
Depression.
So
That
we
lady's
shouldn't
going
forget
through a
that it's
lot.
not because of Judy that is the depressing part. No, Judy's, the announcement is enough to depress a woman. And then you kept on adding more to it. So from a minor depression to severe one to now the main deeply severe depression. That's just
Yeah.
what the guy gradually pushed this woman to. And you know, she's not a very a prosperous person as in size. So any stress she goes through, it tells on the face. I'm a
Exactly.
They
slim
should
woman.
just all leave social media. All of them should just mute their social media and get out of social media for 6 months. They should get the hell out of social media for 6 months. Let everybody rest. Both May, both Judy, both Yul Edochie.
You know why it's not possible. Even if they decide to delete the account, the May's friend will read something and send it to her on WhatsApp. It's not gonna be possible.
And Gist Lover will bring it to us.
And that's the thing. And they will send it to her. People will send
Do
it to
you
her.
know one thing? Can I say something?
Yeah,
Let me
go
say
ahead.
something. You know, you did not expect the support that May is getting from people. You know, May is not a people's person. She's been on the background for a long time, you know? So you thought that you was doing a good thing by marrying Judy. Oh, I got somebody pregnant. Okay, it's good I marry her. You know, and because he was, you know, running for what he wanted to run for presidency, he thought that people would say, hey, you did the good thing, you know. But even think about the people fighting for me. I never knew her. I've never seen May before. I never knew, I never followed her. But when he announced that, my God, if you have a conscience and you know that this woman has been with him for 17 years and she has been quiet, we don't hear anything about her or any problem, you will fight for her if you have a conscience. So this thing backfired on him. He did not expect. And then all of a sudden, people started knowing about May, giving her brand deals and all that. May needed those things. She still needs it. Because if not, I'm telling you, this girl would have been, by now, nobody would have heard of her. I'm telling you guys the gospel truth. She talked about depression. I have a video that I made. I talked about depression. You have minor, you have major, you have severe.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get into that severe part,
It's very
you can
difficult to come
actually
in.
buy yourself.
Yeah.
People don't realize that. And for her to write, I read that and I cried. I've been in a dark place. Do you know what it means to be in a dark place? Is that severe depression that you can buy yourself?
Yes.
That means she has been through a lot. And she said, and she, you know, in her live video, thank you for your love and support. That's what keeps me going. So you can't tell her just to go off social media. This man will deal with her. These social media people, because you doesn't know how to deal with this maze in social media fans now. See, even with all this, see how disrespectful he has been to her. Not to talk of what she has been going through behind the scene.
Behind the scene. That's just it. Behind the scene. Honestly.
A man that is so arrogant that can talk about a woman so arrogantly, that is so rude to your own wife. Women, we should learn to wise up. Nothing respectful about the woman. And to crown it all, that older guy that said, yeah, if she doesn't want, let's show her the road. That's how they talk. That's their mentality.
Honestly.
Just kick her out like a bag of sand. Let her go. Your wife. And he said, no. one thing I want you to understand: you cannot eat your cake and have it. Let this maid be for now. She didn't sign up for polygamy. You cannot force it on her. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to have that cool, nice life and also have the life with Judy, you say that Ijele Water. Yeah, she wants to
Since
have that.
I have a question for you, and that's the question we've all been trying to answer here.
Okay.
If Judy were to be your younger sister, what would you advise her? And she came telling you that she has found this man. Let's do the scenario from the beginning.
And she's pregnant for the man already, and the man wants to marry her.
Mm-hmm. What will you advise her?
Honestly, what I'll tell her to do, please have the baby. This man is married. Nothing good will come out of this. That, me personally, that's what I'll tell my sister. I'll be here to support you and the kids. Nothing is good about polygamy. You're going to suffer. It seems so juicy now. It seems so nice now. I'm telling you guys.
And if she decides to go ahead and marry him,
that is her choice. She's still my sister. That is her choice. But that doesn't mean that I'm in support of what she did. Mind you, I've given my advice. Correct. So that when the chips are down, when she comes to me, because people that have been in polygamy or children in polygamy, they'll tell you there's nothing. So yeah, it looks good on the outside, but it is work.
My husband will have a different opinion about polygamy.
That's your personal opinion about polygamy. But you see, a lot of people who come out to talk about polygamy, so many have not even experienced it or even know anything about it. They only hear them say, not because they know anyone in polygamous home that is suffering. It's only they hear, say, then hear.
Yeah. Let me tell you,
it could also be that they know people that are suffering.
No. I've had people, I've talked about polygamy. People in polygamy, they've come on my comments, they've shared their stories. And I know my uncle, I married to how many wives, that there's been family brawl for years till now. And that's what these people are trying to say, that have been in polygamy. I have a good friend that was in her father had 2 wives. She has shared her story. I have people that have lived in a polygamous home. Those are the people talking, not what people are saying.
Okay, can I say something? Can I say something? Sorry,
so I've answered that question. I have to go now, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you so much.
I'll give my own sister. Let me tell you one thing. Let me share this story with you. I know somebody that was pregnant for, somebody. It's not polygamy. This one is not married at all. And I told that person that got that person pregnant, you must marry her. Oh God, we learn every day. You must marry her. You got her pregnant. The person said, I don't love her. I said, oh, you don't love her, but you love what is in between her legs. You got her pregnant. I said, you must, oh. You learn to love her.
Wow.
This person said, okay, now agreed. Girl, their marriage na kata kata. Wow. They almost married each other.
Wow.
That I learned my lesson. Never to tell somebody because you're pregnant for somebody. That is not a guarantee. Just it's better for you to be alive. And you see, I'm not talking about you, but I'm telling you the experience I had one-on-one.
Yeah.
The cops came. They almost died. I'm telling you the gospel truth.
Wow.
So that's the advice I'll give somebody. Don't marry somebody because you're pregnant for them. See what I'm saying? And I've seen people in polygamous homes that have shared their stories. You see? You know that, bro, when the man is alive, everything looks okay. But when that man is gone, that family turns into something else.
Yeah, Sister Ju here, I might differ a little because the thing is that we don't have statistics back home to verify most of those things, to know the higher number of the negative angle of it. I try to say here, my husband will differ in opinion about what we are saying because he is from a polygamous home, a mega polygamous home. His father
I
was the
honestly, when you're done, I will chip in.
okay. His father was the Amanyanabo of their place. That is the king of their place for over 50 years. So he married 10 wives and had about 8 concubines. He has a brother.
Odogu.
He has a brother in this state, in my state. When you see 2 of them, you think it's the same mother that gave birth to them.
Oh,
The man can't take decision without consulting my husband. Likewise, my husband.
Okay,
So
let me ask you, just a brother, huh? A brother. What
yeah,
of the other siblings? You said he had.
I'm getting to
Okay.
that. This is a brother from another wife, okay? Then my husband is from a different wife. Then the third brother is from another wife. He visited us here twice in the US. He's the one holding the compound in the village. He's over 80 now. So he visited us twice here in the US. And he stayed with the other brother. After staying with the other, he came to our house to tell you how close and neat the brothers are. But having said that, my husband said when they were growing up, if you come into their house, you think it's a marketplace because they have children all over the place. Women, because my husband happens to be the last, the mother is the last wife, okay? So he has sisters that are age mates with his own mother. And the thing is that they even saw concubines bring food for their father as young kids. And the wives will be the one that will even present. You know, the man was a traditional ruler. He had time to marry all those women. But then again, are you telling any of these sons I talked about to marry a second wife? They will tell you no.
Exactly. That's what that's my question.
In as
Because
much as they had a peaceful
yeah,
whatever.
that's my
And I
question.
believe one of the reasons why that was the case for them, because he was the king. So every other person in the community is a subject. You understand? So they respect. I think I told him that's the only reason why it worked well for you. But you can't tell me that you
it's not the only reason. Oyoyo swore
I
it's
think
not the
so.
only reason, because I have seen a polygamous home where they live, where the wives, in fact, in my place, my hometown today, when you come into, as in when you come, you you see men with multiple wives, and they live so peacefully. They live like sisters, and the children, you don't know whose child is this. In fact, if you want to differentiate, you can say, you will not use their mother's name to say, okay, this child of this so person, because you cannot differentiate who owns this child and who owns it. They all take care of the children equally, and the women live peacefully. Now, that brings me to this thing. Polygamy, why I say it's not for everyone, it has to do with the individuals involved, not because of the style of marriage. In monogamous marriage, women that are just one wife to their husband still have issues. Today, all the divorce cases we are seeing, all the manslaughter, what's it called, murder cases and all that, they are all from monogamous marriage. All the stabbing. Last week, a woman set her husband ablaze. Why? Because he said the man cheated on her. Now, this man didn't marry the woman home. All these things we see on the social media, they are not from, in fact, we are yet to hear any from polygamous home. They are all from monogamous marriages. All one man, one wife. I am yet to read about a woman who killed her husband because of the co-wife, or a woman killing the co-wife. All are from the old. All these stories we hear are from the past. That is why till today I'm still waiting. Everything happening, all the kata on social media, they are all on monogamous homes. The divorce cases going skyrocketing, they are from monogamous homes, not polygamous homes. So it has to do with the individuals involved. Someone like me, my heart is open to read. So I am not bothered. That's why I say, even if I have a co-wife, I can live with her peacefully. It has to do with me. It has to do with you. It's not because we are too jealous in nature. We are selfish in nature, human nature. We have that tendency to want to own. Every woman wants to own a man. We want to own the man. We want to own the man as a trophy. So because of that, we go all out to all this kayamata thing. Buying a different kayamata, blue eye, red eye, green eye. They are all for single men, so that they will not even look out. They are all for married men with one wife. A lot of women are buying different beads, different chikaya mata to hold their husbands, not to drive away a second wife. So it has to do with the individuals. Your level of tolerance as a woman determines, not because your husband is bringing home a second wife. The way you tolerate might be different from the way I tolerate. So if you have that anger in you naturally, you want to go all out to destroy another woman's life because you saw her with your husband. That means
you said it.
My point is this: it depends on the individual. It is not the style of marriage, because there are people still practicing polygamy and they are living peacefully. The Yorubas, they practice polygamy even though they are Christians and Muslims. The Yoruba Christians still practice polygamy and go to church. The Muslims practice polygamy. Why are we not hearing about all these things? It has to do with our mindset. We have been so brainwashed that a man is a trophy, one man, one wife. So we are so bitter when a man goes out to marry another wife, not because we cannot accommodate the woman.
Yeah, you know the thing here. We've embraced the Western culture so greatly that some of those cultures, you understand, of marrying many wives are being dropped, and people are no longer talking about them. And if you look at young men of nowadays, they're not talking about having multiple wives. There is this professor in Delta State. He has 3 wives. And I remember I said professor. I didn't say a palm wine tapper. He had 3 wives and he loves them equally according to them. I'm yet to discuss that with my sister because she knows them very well. And when I do, I'll talk about them. Like you said, polygamy is a choice. If the person decides to go into polygamy, then that's his choice. He can go by it. But the case of Yul and May is entirely different, in the sense that May was not even informed. She did not know about it until Gistlover came into the picture. The method of announcement is what I cannot just wrap my head around. And also the continuous torture. That's where I blame Yul. Not that he made a mistake, he got himself. He continued to torture this woman by all those things he wrote. How you meet somebody you won't let go, and how this person you married is making the other one to prosper. Those are the things I can't just stop thinking about. Each time I think about it. See,
it's wrong with him.
I've said it before. If my marriage is not by or do or die, if it's working out fine, to God be the glory. But if we decide to pack up the thing and dust our papers, everybody is entitled to their way. You understand? I've said it several times. People say it's because I'm talking from the legal point of view as a lawyer. I say, this life, you are on this earth just by yourself and yourself alone. The day you will die is either you answer to your God, but they won't call community come and help you answer that call.
Absolutely.
Between you and your maker. So based on that, I am not in this world to die for anybody, and nobody should die for me. So Yul did what he did. He did not stop there. I can't stop emphasizing that, because each time I think about another injury he's adding to it, is really making me mad. I have 6 sisters, okay? And then I've sampled the opinion on one of my sisters. My sister said, this is not a topic to discuss now. That Yul can marry as many wives as his one. So unless if he married this woman in the court. You get it? Because that's the only thing that is binding to separate him from marrying other women. It's just that paper they sign at the registry.
Yes.
Now, why are people making noise about this thing? That there is actually nothing to discuss. They should go and discuss more troubling issues in Nigeria. That's my
like Buhari. Discuss more troubling issues like Buhari or Tinubu coming to be the president of Nigeria, and leave grown men with their bedroom issues.
Cool down. And I asked another of my sister. That one lives in Nigeria. I asked her, she said no, that no woman should go through that. So you see, opinions vary. We are talking about my siblings. One said there is nothing to discuss. The other one said no, it should not happen. That if the husband should do that, she's carrying her bag and leaving. You understand? So it varies, the way we understand things, the way we assimilate issues, and also the temperament we have to handle issues when it happens. As far as May is concerned, having passed the first 5 years of marriage, you think you've secured the bag. The 10 years, you think, okay, a milestone. 15 years, 17, 18. You think you've gotten there. There is no other thing. Then boom, this one happened. Like when
Yeah.
she noticed about the cheating, he will say, he will complain to a friend and say, why are you bothering yourself? He says, side chick now is common these days with men in
Don't
Nigeria.
worry, he can't bring her home.
Home, you understand? So she continued to tolerate it, because if she had gone head on at that time, see, whatever mess you're doing outside, make sure you don't bring it home. The man would have understood. But Yul is not an easy nut to crack. In as much as he looks handsome, and he has a tough mind. A tough mind in the sense that he might be the kind that doesn't care whether the woman is being hurt. I will carry out whatever I want to do. And he made me understand that he is that kind by continuously adding salt to the injury already. Depression, we all know, is a huge thing. I believe it's beginning to get into our people gradually, especially with this Ada Ahmed that passed. People will now know the effect of depression, because before, if you talk about it, some people will not understand it. There is a man that came to the US after the Civil War. You know, he actually fought in the war. So immediately after the war, he got a scholarship. He came here. Do you know if they know the way police will be doing shooting with some people, the guy will run under the cabinet and hide. The wife he married a white man. The wife will like, come, what's going on? I said, no, they are fighting. War is going on. It took them years. When I mean years, the wife now started asking questions, the history about the community where the husband is from. Now realize that he participated in the Civil War, and this is what the after effect of the Civil War. Excuse me, my daughter just got here. Let's see. Hey, Nne. Isn't Nne? Oh. Sorry, guys. So the woman realized what the husband was going through, that it was trauma. You understand? PTSD. So they checked the man into going for counseling. He did that process because he's a white man, so you can understand what is going. Most people that did the Civil War, they will tell you there is nothing. They were not traumatized. They were traumatized, but we don't know what depression is. We don't know what anxiety is. Now awareness is beginning to create. Y'all should not expect people to stop talking. The social media would definitely talk. So far you put something out there, they would definitely talk. That's the way. If they want everything to cease, y'all should stop calling May. Now May is beginning to come out. You understand? She's beginning to use the opportunity to make herself, because she said if she reads the comment, it gladdens her heart. The prayers. Now some of the comments are beginning to turn negative, okay? That she's cashing out, that she's still
Yeah,
answering.
you see, it has two sides.
Yeah.
It has two sides.
I want to see, Daily Mom said it's like he's just making social media money off her too, not taking her emotion into consideration. That is the truth. That is the truth. And Nemozo also made a comment. Nigeria is hanging by a string and they are worried about Yul and family. I know. The thing about Nigeria, to talk about that, they don't want to face their problems. They want to laugh about it. They want to make a cartoon, a comedy, a joke.
They want to cash cruise. They want to cash cruise.
That's the word, cash cruise. Look at the bishop, the people that went for that ride. The bishop, do you know that some people made a lot of TikToks videos about it?
I saw even pictures trending all over.
It's online. So they're not seeing anything bad in what is happening. They are catching cruise.
It's cruise. It's cruise.
Until $1 will be 1,000 naira to $1. Maybe
until Tinubu becomes our president. By that time, May will be comfortably living with her husband. Judy and Yul Edochie will be happy. By then, we'll start regretting why we didn't focus more on Tinubu becoming the next president of Nigeria. And that time we're gonna say people marriage no be our own.
Yeah, Rose is saying everyone will not discuss politics. May Edochie and other women in abusive relationships' life matter. The social issues are important. Is like saying don't discuss Osnachis matter. No, we are not saying they should not discuss it.
We will discuss it. We will not discuss we will discuss abusive marriages, but you see, it's becoming like a gossip for us. Like for these online in-laws, If they don't see anything to talk about, they'll go and look for, they'll go and dig up. Even private chats. Today, even private chats between May Edochie and maybe her friend. Somebody will screenshot and bring to Gist Lover. Irrelevant things. So that we keep trending with it. We keep cashing cruise with it. So those social vices, all those social media, social issues, yes, we must discuss about abusive marriages, abusive relationships, all these ills happening in the society. But there's a limit to what we discuss on a man taking a second wife or a third wife. There's a limit, Biko.
You know, another thing I'll say to what you just said, and also responding to Rosie as well. We are not saying everybody should talk politics, but the way it is in Nigeria, everybody should talk politics. If Nigerians are serious, they should talk politics. And I mean it with every fiber in my being. If we like, we'll shy away from it. We might be shying away from it today because we still have food on our table. Let them wait until $1 hit to 1,000 naira. Then they will understand
it's
what
drawing closer.
So everybody should take it as a point of duty to make sure people in my village, even if it's 20,000 naira that it will require them to go and do transportation to get the PVC, they should make it a discussion on their WhatsApp pages. Who will save Nigeria in this election? Let everybody be talking about it. And the other day, look at what happened in Sri Lanka. We saw it, what happened. Population, the people of that country, they drove their president away. They went to the presidential house. Army were busy shooting them. The moment they killed about 100
How
people,
many would they kill?
And they said they killed over 100 of them. But they ran.
Oh, but they didn't kill the entire population.
Thank you. They ran. They started removing their army uniform, following the crowd, marching in. People should get interested in what is happening in Nigeria.
We are getting to that point. We are getting to that point.
May and Yul, if they talk about Nigerian politics, how to project the right candidates, the day we are talking about May and Yul, I tell you, the sensation will be, I'm not just talking online. They should act. Tell your village people.
If you check deliberately, if you check Oyoyo's word, I'm not saying everybody have to do what I am doing. If you check deliberately, there are things I don't discuss on, I don't create as a content. The reason why I even came out to make a live on Wednesday on this is to tell the social media in-laws to please back off. They should rest. Because I am seeing this. I know so many people are cashing out with it. That's the truth.
Yeah,
to many, it's the content you get, I understand. But we can all choose what we want to create and what we don't want to create. Personally, for me, it's not an issue. It shouldn't be what is bothering me at a point like this. I am thinking about how my home can be better. I'm worried about my family back home, their safety, their security, the expensive, how foodstuffs are skyrocketing. Those things are the things that bothers me most. The lack of good governance, the killing, the kidnapping. Those things for me are what bothers me most than when a man chooses to take 1, 3, even 10 wives. Because if things are okay, everybody will be comfortable.
Correct.
Everybody will be comfortable. So for me, I'm not saying people shouldn't talk about it, but let it not be the way it's going today. Like for how many months now? We'll never rest. May, Yul, Judy, May, Judy.
See, Spicy, you know, I've talked about some burning issues in Nigeria on my channel, that people don't even care to watch. But let me talk about gossip. People will come and watch. Do you know when the Abuja Kaduna train kidnapping, and when it happened, that one that the young doctor died? I talked about it. I did a follow-up video on that. Even before that, 2 months before that, or no, 4 months before that incident, I talked about it. People came on my comment section, why am I comparing Senegal with Nigerian rail trade? Because Senegal launched their rail trade at the time. I talk about it, okay? I now said, I hope that this new train they are building in Nigeria will work, that citizens will feel comfortable to take the train ride because of safety. 4 months down the line, the abduction happened in Abuja, Kaduna. And they killed the people they killed. They took the people they took, right? As of right now, I read in the news 2 days ago that some of those people that are abducted, they've not been freed. And guess what? Some of them were deleted a few days ago. This one happened over 4 months ago. But those they
14
don't.
persons were killed recently, 3 days
That's,
ago.
you
14.
see, 14. They don't even look at those points. The thing is
50
that
kidnapped yesterday in Niger State. 50
you see.
kidnapped yesterday in Niger State.
So
And so many of them will be deleted.
even if you don't want to talk about it on your YouTube channel, you have a WhatsApp status. You have to ask people in your content, have you got your PVC? Make it a duty to make
Even
sure
Facebook, even Instagram.
make it a point of duty to okay. Scary African Miseries, thank you for joining us. You said nah, I disagree with your opinion. Please jump in. Let's know what you have to share with us today. We really appreciate. Let's know what we have to share. Never, I say, if Nigerians put the same energy they put in Aproko into making the country better, it will be fixed. Never, you just nailed it. That's just the truth. When I saw that,
this is truth.
I'm telling you, when I saw this Sri Lanka video on news, how they were swimming in the presidential pool. They occupied the place. The man had to run through a ship. They saw him carrying his suitcase running. Trust American media now. They don't have CNN. They captured the moment when he was running into the ship. He now
They were not on social media dissecting somebody's marriage. They were not on social media.
Absolutely. Then when he escaped from his country to another country, that country rejected him. That he should go back to his country and fix the problem. So I don't know if he was living in the sea at the time, because he ran with a warship, their country warship. That was what he ran. So Nigerians are saying they don't want to. No. Everybody should be interested in politics. Everybody. Because by the time dollar hits 1,000 naira per $1, hunger, they will see another civil war coming. As after effect of civil war was Kwashiorkor, right? They will see Kwashiorkor happening again. And this is not what we want.
If a presidential candidate can go as far, as low as hiring touts to come and present themselves as bishops, imagine what he'll be capable of doing if he eventually becomes the president. If you can go and hire Agberos, sew uniform or rent uniform for them to come out and showcase as bishops, imagine what he will be capable of doing if eventually he becomes the president. That calls for a big worry. That should worry you and I.
Absolutely. But the thing is that his campaign manager said something that they are not aware of those people. They are not part of them and all of that.
Really?
That's what they said. Okay. Scary African Mystery said the marriage topic is important too. Yeah, we are not saying is not important. You understand? But what we are saying, we are responding to Rosie's comment. She said, not everybody is interested in politics. So I said, as far as we're Nigerian, you should be interested in politics. That was what we responded to. Okay, not everyone will discuss politics, but the state of the country requires everybody to discuss politics. Okay, you might not come on your channel to be talking politics, but make sure you talk about it in your WhatsApp status. You check back with the people in the village, because most time the people in the village, they don't get to vote. The old women in the village, they don't get to vote. My sister was telling my other sister that lives in Nigeria to please go take my mom to go and get her PVC. You understand? People should make that conscious effort to save this country, Nigeria. They should make that conscious effort. If they put the same energy, just like Nemo also said, the energy they put in Aproko, if they put it in how to make their country work, things will work right. A case in hand, Sri Lanka, it just happened in this month of June, not up to 3 weeks ago. So people should start getting interested in what is mandatory, more important thing than not. So Mel, I hope you understand what you were talking about here.
Because May Edochie still has an option, you understand? She has the option of freeing herself if she can't take it. It's not as if anybody is forcing it down her throat that, oh, it's a do or die affair. You understand? She can actually decide to free herself if she cannot take it anymore. If the pain is too much for her, she's free to just say, okay, look, I can't deal with this. I'm leaving. I need my space. And she will free herself. She's a grown
Correct.
woman who has the right to her decision and to her feelings.
Correct. You're so right there. So, Mel, you understand what we are talking about here? In that case of May, is a personal thing which she has option. But when inflation hits Nigeria, it's no longer one person. It
It
cuts
hits
across
everybody.
everybody. And by the time they will be calling you for urgent 2K, that's when people understand the effect of the whole thing. So this is the time for people to discuss, not after effect, when the person that is not supposed to be there gets there. They will now start talking. This man
Agbado and corn.
and come. That's what they will be feeling the army to go and fight Boko Haram. I was like, anyway.
One person an egg a day. I am leaving you now because let me leave you because
Honestly, you did amazing. Thank you
thank
so,
you so
so much.
much.
I really
I
appreciate it.
appreciate you.
I
You have been
really,
an
really
amazing
appreciate it.
woman. Thank you.
Thank
And I
you.
appreciate every one of you in the chat. Scary Africa Mysteries. Nemuzo. Wanyoma. Wanyoma, thank you so much.
Yes.
Daily Mom and everyone here in the chat. Thank you so much. God bless you all for having me
Thank
here on
you.
your
Thank
channel.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I will still be in the comment section.
Thank you. And I prefer that. Okay, Nemuda said, oh, we have a rule, no PVC, no remittance. I love
No
that.
urgent 2K, no PVC, no urgent 2K.
I love that. I really do, honestly. So, Scary African Mysteries, you understand where we are coming from. We are not saying that marriage or whatever is not important. And you said a lot of people might follow yours footstep. People are y'all is the one following somebody's footstep, because people in the past, our parents, okay, our grandparents, they all had more than one wife. So the thing is that if they decide to be polygamous, we can't stop them. Whether we preach it from today to tomorrow, we can't stop anybody from becoming a polygamous person. It's their personal space, is their personal life. Whatever they decide to do with it, that's fine. The one of the reasons I made this video, I said I'm going to be talking about why the legal name. A lot of people went on the comment section calling me names, saying that you're saying that this man depressed you and you're still answering his name. Okay. And the reason why I want to address this now is May has a legal right to answer Yul Edochie, especially if that has also been the name that she's been answering from the day they got married up until date. Secondly, they have kids together. Based on that fact, she can continue to answer the name. Even if she decides to divorce tomorrow and she wants to keep the name, the court can still grant her the use of that name. People should understand that. And I made mention of Tina Turner. Tina Turner has answered Turner for a long time. Even after divorce, she kept answering the name. Because of the children, if that name is going to put food on the table to cater for the kids and all of that, the court can grant her to continue to use that name. And thirdly, it's nobody's business whether she uses the name or not. People should just leave her to be. They should leave her to go through the healing process and heal and recover. Depression is one thing, but if we continue to fuel the depression, it becomes a bad case. So people should not stop the attack. It's not necessary at this time. Thank you so much, Self-Care Official. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate. Okay, Nemozo said, no, Mel, I think it's a mistake. And most men watching know not to make that mistake, hopefully. Absolutely. I like the fact that you said hopefully, because the fact that they know it's a mistake, some people will still get into it. And then, like your own hooked him on the throat, he couldn't take himself out of it. That was why he went ahead to marry the lady. Thank you, Self-Care Official. I really appreciate. Also, you did a lot of also a lot of Niger youth loves copy. Yeah, Mel, if you have time, jump in before we round up on today's live. I really, really enjoy the live today because it's been very interactive. Everybody that came here, Rosie, Ujionowo and cost rep, and my beautiful spice it up with Onwadia. So I really appreciate all of you. So Mel, if you have something to tell us, your own opinion, you can jump in the link. Let me send it one more time before we round up today. I'm supposed to have done this in the early hours of the morning, but for some reason I forgot that today was Saturday because I worked so hard yesterday that I didn't remember it was Saturday. So the thing we are talking, depression is real, and we should be able to allow people to go through the healing process to recover and feel better. And if we, the online in-law, continue to interfere in that process, it's definitely not going to make it better. How can someone say that May is catching cruise with okay, Uju is here.
Sorry, I had to leave. I uploaded a video. So, when you upload a video, you have to make sure that your eyes are dotted and all that. Yes.
Yes,
So,
yes.
to finalize, what I want to say is this: polygamy is not for everybody. It's okay. If it works for you, perfect, fine and dandy. But we're talking about Yul Edochie and May Edochie. Just like we said, May never signed up for polygamy. My thing is, let you give her space, let her be. Number one, she unfollowed him. And if you see, she doesn't post anything about you on her Instagram handle, but
Correct.
he keeps posting hers on his. And that's what makes the social media in-laws to go there and tell him, please, normally, leave her be. She's not watching you. She doesn't want it. That's just what I'm trying to pass across, the message I'm trying to pass across to you. Give her space. Of course, you has the right to marry 20 wives, 30 wives, but you cannot drag somebody else into polygamy, somebody that doesn't want it. Let him just give her time and stop disrespecting her. Just
Correct.
let her be for now. It will help me mentally till she heals. That's just the message I want to pass across, Yeah, men, they say they're polygamous in nature. Of course, they can marry 30 wives. If you're a woman and you like it, no problem. But it's not for everybody. Like May has said, let him just give her that space and respect her boundaries, and
Absolutely.
stop insulting her. Stop,
Yeah.
posting
Yeah.
things. That's what is making people talk to him that way. Because one person said, this thing you're posting, is she seeing it? She has unfollowed you. Leave her alone. That's just my part. Give
Yeah, and
space to the man.
another thing, spicy up with Onwadi said polygamy is not for everybody. You understand?
Exactly.
So if it works for you, fine. If it's
Okay.
not, just know this is not gonna be possible for me. But the
Exactly.
thing my concern about the online in-laws,
Mm-hmm.
they are beginning to push me in as much as they are praying for her. Some of them are beginning to push me. How can you attack me? Why is she still using yours name? I find
That
that
is wrong.
that's too
Yes.
much. And then how can you attack her that she's cashing out?
Yeah.
She's cruising. I mean, do they want this woman to just fall down and they will now say RIP? Everybody will now come and say, oh, beautiful me. What? They should be able to know when to draw the line.
Very
Leave
true.
this woman to heal. The
Very
woman is
true.
trying to recover. Okay, look at for the last few days now, y'all hasn't said anything about me, and I'm very happy at that. Then the
Yeah.
next thing May is now getting is action from the online in-laws,
Yeah.
telling her that's why she said that she doesn't wish this on anybody, even her enemy, if at all she has any.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? How
Yeah.
can you say they don't even know the level of grievance this guy did to me, and the level of torture May is going through?
Going through.
They
Yeah.
don't know it. First of all, you did the first one. You threw it on the social media without me knowing. Secondly, you came and now said you can meet some people. You don't want them to go. That was not enough. You kept on pushing things out there. Now coming to rub it on my face that I can't be anything without the fact that Judy came in.
Exactly.
That's why I said y'all has no respect for me.
At all.
Not even one. No, nobody will tell me that he respects her. I can't believe
At
that. No
all.
matter
I
how you
don't
say.
either. Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. She's that kind of egoistic person. Me, my shoulder, Eldogu, Wokoma. That's who he
That's all.
is. That's who he is.
Yeah.
And you can imagine what would have been what would have transpired in their home these
Exactly,
many years.
behind the scenes. I'm
Could have
telling you the
imagined
truth.
what could have
I'm
transpired.
telling you.
So,
I used to think that guy is wise until all this thing
honestly,
happened, and I'm like, what?
oh my God, see my super chat. Oh, hey,
Hey,
Nnemozo.
super chat.
I'm
Thank
going. In
you.
fact, it's not only drinking cold drink on me. I'm going for a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. You and Chick-fil-A, you love Chick-fil-A.
I do love. That's my newest spot now. No more Burger King and McDonald's. Chick-fil-A. Thank you so much, sis. I really,
Thank
really
you
appreciate this.
for the
Thank
super
you.
chat, whoever
Yeah,
is the super
thank you.
chatter.
I really appreciate this.
Yeah. So let me just round up and I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead, Sister Joy. I really
yes.
enjoyed all of you today. You guys
Oh,
made my
thank
day.
you. Thank you. The thing is, I'm glad the way May came and addressed that. Online in-laws, you cannot run her life. That's one
Thank
thing.
you.
You don't even know what she's going through.
Thank
It's
you.
still her life.
Mhm.
She can decide to come out tomorrow and say, "Oh, I've forgiven you. Will you die?" It's still her life. Let's just give her that space, and not say why would she be cashing out? Cashing out from what? From pain.
I don't
It's
know.
just God lifting her up. So they should learn. I'm glad she addressed it, and I'm glad she passed her message. And for people to be using her to cash out, opening
Hey, that
false
one
face
pained me
account.
again. But
Hey.
you know why? You know why I'm not so pained, Sister Oju?
My
You know
God.
why? If you have been on social media recently, or been following P Square, Peter Okoye, you find out that our people, I'm going to say it, that our people, they are not Europeans that are doing this. They are our brothers.
Jesus.
The kind of scam, the level of it.
Hey.
I've received emails severally telling me that I'm the only surviving Okoli the man has in London, that I should come and claim £50,000. I have 7 siblings, so
my God.
I'm now the only surviving Okoli one strange man has in England.
Hey.
That I don't know the man in England. So a lot of our people are into it and they don't miss the words. Imagine a lot of people from the US sending money to that Yul Edochie's account.
Exactly. She said that the
people.
person got 100K followers.
I'm telling 150.
One of them is just one of them. One of the accounts, fake accounts.
And they'll be sending money to the person, and the person will be glad, chopping the money, thinking I'm smart.
Chimo.
Our people should better stop this behavior. I don't know how else to say it, but they should stop because they're not giving us good name here.
At all.
They're not. When you say you're a Nigerian, they will look at you a second time.
Exactly.
Because is it that you are related to somebody who has scammed somebody for love?
Exactly.
Or who has done 419 on somebody? So
I can't even say I'm from Nigeria again with boldness anymore.
No, you are. In my place, we are from Bahamas. I'm serious.
At least you're light skinned. Me, I be Nigerian. I don't know which one to say. Maybe Kenya now.
I'm telling you, this thing is serious. Because the moment you drop that name, okay.
Oh yes. Yeah, somebody sent me a letter telling me that he's a king and that you need to say. I'm like, please don't send. Just run for your life. No send.
Honestly, these things are very serious. When May think about it, I say chai. And the moment May came up to claim that name, the person went and changed the name immediately. To tell you, they know what they are doing.
It's horrible.
They know
it
what
happened
they are doing.
To somebody I know, and I want that person. This person, oh, hey, you're from Nigeria? I said, yes. Oh, my boyfriend is in Nigeria right now. I'm like, really?
Wow.
Serious? Oh, yeah, he's Nigerian. I'm like, okay, what is he doing? Oh, they're digging well for the orphanage. I'm like, what orphanage are they digging well for?
Wow.
Oh, they're digging well for this orphanage and they've been there and he'll be coming back. But I need a favor from you. I'm like, what is it? Please, can you, do you have Western Union? I'm like, yes, I do. Can you use it? I'll give you money to send to my boyfriend. I'm like, okay, what happened to yours? oh, I exhausted mine. I can't send. I've overspent
You
on
see?
my. I'm like, you have what? I'm like, do you know this person you're sending money to? Oh yeah, he's my boyfriend. He said he'll be coming. I'm like, it sounds like scam to me. Oh, please. And I know that this lady lost her husband few years back.
Oh,
Exactly, my dear. I said, my dear, it sounds like a scam. I'm like, moreover, this one I use it to just spend money to my mother. I don't want it to, I don't want to have any problem with it. She
yeah.
said, okay, okay. I'm like, it sounds fake. It sounds like a scam. Are you sure this man is a good? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay. My dear, months later, I saw him like, how is your boyfriend? Is he back? She started cursing.
Woo!
That man took all her savings. She said, that man is a scam. I said, I warned you. I
Oh.
warned you, lady. Anytime you hear Nigeria and they are telling you send money, when they come back, they'll give you back. That is a scam. That is red flag. And you
They
know
don't even have international passports. Those people saying those things.
exactly. And you know that America, they're so believing. They don't
They
they don't
are.
understand that somebody can scam somebody. They don't understand whatever you're telling them, they're believing. My heart bled for that lady. She said, I'll make sure I get him. I'm like, you can't get him. I'm saying, because the picture he's using is not his real picture.
If you
See?
notice, MoneyGram and Western Union, they don't take responsibility of you losing your money anymore.
At all, because they'll warn
Especially
you.
for this lady's case, if they would have given her a flag, the first one, the second one, and she kept doing it, those are cautions for you to know, no, something is going on here.
Sadly, my dear.
I don't know why they keep falling for this. And then
I
those that
don't
say they're
know.
digging, they are chiefs, they are prince from oil producing country. I call them American greed, that they want to get where they did not sweat for. That's why they fall into those things. But those that you want to trap with love, you want to, oh, I love you. I don't even know where to place the country Nigeria. That's why if some of my videos say the country Nigeria, instead of saying my country, no, the country Nigeria, because let me just take myself off a little bit before. It's so sad. It's so
And you know what makes me cry? Because here in America, we are one of the countries that are highly educated.
no, not one. We are number one.
See?
When you think of Asians, you understand, it's Nigeria.
See?
The only black country in the world.
Very hardworking,
We
dependable
are
people.
number one on home ownership.
See?
Home ownership. If you check the data, your mouth will drop. That's it. You'll be wild. And then those people back home continue to give us bad names.
Bad names. Hi. Each time there's a news, you go to work, you're like, "I God, let them not ask me about this
Honestly,
news back home."
honestly.
Because they think we are all the same. You have to prove. That's what, when I came, my husband said, honey, you know what? You have to prove yourself double or triple.
Yes.
For them to know that you have
the
what
kind
you
of person
got.
you are. Yeah.
I didn't understand it till I started, going to school and working. Because they'll see the color of your skin and that's it. They'll, at least you're light, they'll think that maybe you're mixed.
If you don't see my children, Sister Ju, they are as black as my husband. When I gave birth to my first child, the second day, the girl turned from yellow to black. I started crying in the hospital. I started crying. My sister, my niece, Auntie again, and say, you don't understand. Why is this girl not like me?
They are beautiful anyway, very beautiful.
No, now I'm beginning to embrace it. I don't really care. But the point is, as sincerely speaking, I'm from Bahamas.
So they don't realize that we have to work doubly hard.
No, they don't.
The people that they don't.
And
then they all these bad names.
All the bad names. Remember when it happened? That was last year or last 2 years. The Californian case.
Yes.
The FBI raided them, young Nigerians. Hey, and the ugly part of it, they were seen at parties throwing dollars as dollar was rain, rubbishing the whole currency. Then the next thing on the news was FBI. I was like, what? When will it stop? When will these people stop? When?
Hi.
Why are they not learning? So the thing is coming from every angle. Some people come here with that mindset to defraud, the credit card fraud. This one, look at what they did with this government money for EPP,
Mm-hmm.
EPP or PPE or something like that. For these grants they gave during COVID, they give relief
Yes.
to businesses. Look at
Yes.
the one that the last guy they just tried. He was a special advisor to Ogun State governor,
Hi, God.
and he was over 300 and something thousand social security numbers.
Hi.
So when I read it, I said, I hope my own is not involved.
Yo. I hope so.
Anyway,
Hi.
honestly, I don't know where to stop, but I really pray that one day people will get it and realize that the impact the Nigerian community is making in this country.
Horrible.
If you employ a Nigerian nurse, for example, you're so sure the person is going to show up to work the next day.
Exactly.
If you employ a Nigerian, anything Nigerian, they are going to show up to work. So
Exactly.
that determination, you understand, that's what people can match. And no matter how they drag us down, they know Nigerians here are focused.
Very
Number one in home
focused.
ownership is easy. The highest PhDs in the country
Nigeria. Mm-hmm.
yeah, brown and black communities, the highest degree, the highest PhD, the highest master's degree, Nigeria. The same Nigeria. One silly person in one village will be telling a 40 or 50-year-old woman, I love you, 60, and he's 16, telling in fact, anyway. Let me just
thank you.
leave that story.
It's been
You
wonderful.
guys have been amazing.
Thank
You so much. Thank you, Rosie Ketch came back again. Thank you, Sister Oju, for coming to round up with me. I can't thank all of you enough. I can't. I am so grateful for such an interactive section. I really appreciate the love. Thank you guys for coming here. Thank you, Nemozo. Thank you, Scary African Mysteries. I think you're very busy, Mel. That's why you're not jumping in today. Thank you, Spicy. Can you imagine? I was shocked when I heard it in the Spicy. If I tell you the kind of bad name they gave us here, it's not even something we'll discuss on the internet, but it's so bad. So thank you all. I really appreciate all of you. And for my fellow online in-laws, okay, let me use the word my fellow. I know we love May, we love y'all, whichever angle you decide to go for. But let's not undermine the fact that May is going through a process. She needs that healing time to heal. So people should stop leaving her some of those comments that will make the mind think otherwise. Let's be able to understand what she's going through and give her the time to heal. And if anybody watching that's, if you're in favor of polygamy, if it works for you, you're entitled to it. And again, if it doesn't work for you, you're entitled to it. My concern is that y'all should do better. He didn't do good with me at all in any form. Even the first video, the second, the third, the fourth, and countless, he did not do well by the woman. It shows complete disrespect for the wife you called your wife, for the woman you called your wife. Is a total disrespect. And I hope and pray that he does better in the future. I really hope and pray. So with that, having said that, and for those that were asking why May is still using the legal name, please, Biko, May has every right to use that name. It's her legal name. She said she can't cut it off with a pair of scissors just to make the online in-laws happy. No. Even if she decides to walk away from this marriage tomorrow, she can still use that name if she wants. And if they go to court, the court can grant her the use of that name. Okay? I'm assuming is they are traveling overseas and she's taking her children to travel. They have this. If you say these are my kids, the names will look like, there are so many reasons. And if the name is the thing putting money on the table, the court will look at all those things and still grant her the use of the name, even as a divorced person. And if she decides to stay in this marriage, it's her call. It's not my call, it's not my action, it's her call. She can do whatever she wants to do. And for the sake of her children and for her own sanity, whatever works for her, she should go. Let's give her the time, the process, the break she needs to heal and then recover and then go through the process of being either Yul Edochie's wife again or Miss May, whatever her last name is going to be. Thank you guys for joining me today. It's been an amazing Saturday for me, and I can't thank you guys enough. Honestly, it's been most interactive session I've had in recent time. I can even, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. It's Saturday, all we are multitasking, but at the same time, we want it. Thank you so much, Nemozo, for spending the time with me. Thank you, Ju. Thank you, Spicy, Rosie, and everyone that came here. And Mel, my sweetheart. Mel, I wanted to call you before coming in, but I don't know what took my mind away from it. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'll be doing this again next week, Saturday. I usually come earlier than this, but let's see how it works. I'll be connecting with you guys next week, Saturday, maybe earlier than this time next week, Saturday. So don't forget to check up with me. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope your Saturday has been amazing and keep being good. Keep taking care of yourself, loving yourself and your family, which is the most important. Thank you guys for being so amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And for my super chatters, oh, I forgot to mention somebody. Hey, Jim, thank you so much for the super chat. I saw that it came in when the conversation was heated and I couldn't recognize you. Thank you so much for that super chat. And thank you, Nemozo, for my Chick-fil-A. In fact, I'm going to have Chick-fil-A today, courtesy of Nemozo, and maybe I'll do a video about it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. So I'll be signing out now, and catch me on next Saturday, the same channel. You guys have a blessed rest of the day. Thank you, guys.